one another.
No, it did look.
It was good times.
We had a good episode.
Man, y'all had good times, man. Look,
It wasn't all that.
I'm on time this time, Kobe Maguire, man. Stay on time. But I got here 2 minutes later.
Hey, but when you came in last time, you came in with fire.
I came in with a story to tell.
Oh, did he come in? Did he come in hot?
Be loose.
So he came in that
Told him about the whole strip club in Miami. I was like, bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, you can't.
Then the ass cheeks poured into
He
Brandon's
came in with a
mouth.
hot 15, then dropped the mics in the mouth.
Then they ended the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
we
come in
ended.
late, you got to come in hot.
Yeah, you can't come in all cool.
Hey, baby.
What's up,
But he
y'all?
came in too prepped. He started prepping for the next show. He's like, yeah, all right. Start
He
Serious
was bringing
business,
in
man.
the verbal cardio.
I was
stuff,
tortured on that highway, man. Sitting there taking it. DC been gone, y'all. DC was on tour in New York.
Yeah,
New York.
man.
He did like 18 shows in 3
Upstate,
days.
man. Upstate. If you've got, man, that was so much work, bro.
Yeah.
It was so tired. It was so cold.
Yeah.
I don't know how they be living. And it wasn't even cold to them. They was like,
Yeah.
this is cold.
They was excited.
Flip flops. They didn't give a shit. Flip flop shorts. I was like, this is the coldest I've ever felt in a long time.
I've never
Yeah.
really been up there. Is it like way different or like the city?
Nah, it's not like
In-
the city.
of
It
New
seems
York.
like more calmer than the city, but like smaller, like, New York is hella buildings and stuff. It'll just be like smaller areas with they buildings.
7 buildings.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah,
We're going to downtown.
Yeah.
There's just one building down there.
I remember I had a show in Rochester,
that's where we was at.
and it was a blizzard out there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn. Which one is close to Niagara Falls?
That has
it
to be Rochester.
Rochester.
Yeah, it has
Because
to
I
be
went to
Rochester.
Niagara Falls on that
How
same
far was
weekend. It wasn't that far.
That sounds
It was
cool.
close enough because
I
I
was
was
trying
like,
to get.
that
Y'all,
sounds
I
like
don't
it's
think y'all
freezing.
were in
oh, it
Rochester.
was freezing.
never
out
been
there.
there.
Is that Buffalo?
Because I was trying
Buffalo?
to get, I was trying to get Marlon to go up to the casino. I was like, I'll come out and do that if y'all come up to, and then we can hit Toronto. But he was like, nah, that's 4 hours away from here.
Oh, yeah. No, we was definitely Rochester because we did the Carlson. So, and I was seeing signs to Buffalo.
Y'all
Yeah.
did Syracuse too, right?
We did Syracuse. and-
Syracuse.
Yeah, West
I did
Nyack.
Syracuse before, too.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do West Nyack before COVID, and then
I was talking to him about you.
West Nyack?
West Nyack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a
Was it
made
improv?
up
City?
place.
It's improv. Well, I know
It's
they have
improv.
improv there. Yeah.
Yeah.
West
There's a
Nyack?
comedy club.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you even spell that? Nyack?
Like New York, but
N-Y-A-C-K.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I had never been to Atlantic City. This is my first time in Atlantic City.
How was that?
Oh, you been to Atlantic City?
Never been to Atlantic City.
I've
I didn't
never
know
been
it was
either.
That's Jersey, right?
Yeah, I
I
know it was
wasn't
like a
been.
little. It's like a little Vegas, like a small
Yeah.
Vegas.
Did you hit the Monopoly streets?
Had nothing. We just went to the Borgata Casino, did jokes, and left.
And
Y'all
left?
didn't hit the
Yeah.
club.
You ain't
Oh, we
walk
did.
down?
We did hit a little club.
They got
Okay.
that little spot.
Yeah, we did hit a little club.
Was
They
it
be
gritty?
turning up.
It was kind of
Was the Monopoly man there?
nah.
You did the boardwalk?
Because the game Monopoly is based on
It's
Atlantic
based off-
City
it's based off
streets.
there, right?
Oh,
If
it
I
is?
was there,
I
I
didn't
would have
know that.
hit like all
That's
the
why I
streets.
watch
Atlantic
you watch
Place.
Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk.
Yeah, that's why.
If you watch Boardwalk Empire, they talk about like a lot of the, you be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never.
So I
didn't know
always
that.
wanted to go to Atlantic City so I could see how every street looked in real life.
Well,
Oh,
now I want to see
snap.
if Vermont and all that is really trash.
Vermont, yeah, like because Vermont is light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other ones? Baltic?
and Mediterranean are the
Yeah.
cheapest of the cheap.
So now I want to go.
So I
want
want to see what they look
That's
like.
the purpose.
And I want to see Park Place
Yeah.
and Boardwalk.
I had no idea that they
I
was
didn't know
really,
that.
Monopoly was really based off Atlantic City.
Yeah. And Boardwalk, I assume that's the boardwalk that
Yeah.
everybody go to.
That's crazy,
The
bro.
Yeah.
Atlantic City was supposed to be like the next big thing after Vegas.
Yeah.
It just didn't
Yeah.
pop.
Well,
It
Atlantic
didn't.
City, it didn't come first?
I thought it did.
I don't know.
I would assume everything east came before the
that's
west.
what I mean.
I
don't
feel
know.
like Atlantic City should have been 1st.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm
Yes.
wondering if Vegas
I'm,
was like,
I'm guessing Vegas copied
Yeah,
Atlantic
that's what I'm
City,
wondering.
but it just
Yeah.
hit harder.
I'm thinking the laws were different in Vegas, so they got away with a lot of
Probably,
shit. So
for
they
sure.
did Vegas
For
first,
sure.
then
Plus,
brought
there's
it
so
back
much
to
room to
Jersey.
bury all the bodies.
And the mob got hit.
And then the weather in Vegas was way. It's like
Yeah.
it won't shut down.
More
Right.
concrete.
It's late night. You know what I mean?
And you know what's crazy? When they opened the first casino out there, it was
Vegas?
a crazy rainstorm.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it was like, and you know, these cats put up all this money, and they was like, "Hey, Bugsy, man, this shit better work."
Oh snap!
And then opening night, it was all kind of rain, and it just fucked up the whole
Dang.
shit. So they had to do another launch. He was sweating though.
He was
It
in
was
the
like,
hole.
because they was putting up money, and it was just like, "Yo, this is the place to be." They was trying to get people in,
Uh-huh.
and it was like in the middle of the desert. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, them cats ain't playing about
Yeah,
that money. You
right.
fuck up,
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah.
So, but it was a disastrous opening. But who would have thought in the desert you're gonna get hit with that rain?
Right.
The stars was coming out, and it
He
was,
was
just like,
bro, no.
Yeah, I can imagine how suspect it looked.
oh,
Them
for
dust
sure.
balls rolling by.
Yeah, in the desert.
Yeah.
You
I
out
mean,
there
like
with your
whoever was trying
nightgown?
to, the first person to try to sell that, like I'm telling you this, and they like,
Yeah.
no,
This is
bro,
the
I
spot.
don't know.
This
Like
is
I'm
the
telling
spot.
you, this is gonna pop.
We just gonna make it like it's an oasis in the desert, and you could do this, that, and the third. Atlantic City was gonna be the next Las Vegas when
So
the
Vegas
first
was
casino
first.
opened in May 1978.
That's what I don't know if that's true or not.
no.
But I was looking
That
at
sounds
it.
like
Nah.
hitting mad late. then,
Atlantic
yeah?
City, is that new?
No way.
No.
No,
that
because
can't be
Boardwalk
right.
Empire was like
Yeah,
Monopoly
but
is
Wait,
Well,
Atlantic City was
it may
gonna
have
be
been
the
a
next
casino
Las
thing versus the
Vegas.
boardwalk thing. Like the boardwalk could have been there, but the casino part of it could have been something that was newer.
The
And they were like,
fact
on the
that-
East Coast, we're gonna do this, and it didn't.
What came
catch on.
first? Las Vegas. So Las Vegas also had to deal with the first casino in Atlantic City, opened in 1978. That's crazy.
it failed so much they was like, you know what? Let's just take this to the Bahamas.
What?
We gonna take the casino.
Wait,
down to
when
the
when
Bahamas.
did they say Atlantic City started?
Well, the
78?
No, the
casino was
casino started.
But even I thought the casinos would have been there before.
Right.
What was Atlantic City before casinos? By 1930, the Claridge, the city's last large hotel before the casinos opened its doors, the 400-room Claridge was built by a partnership. So in the 1930, they had like big hotels by the sea.
That sounds
That's
more like
crazy. It
it.
was supposed to save the city, and instead it destroyed it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Atlantic City destroyed. How?
People kept losing money and fell to drugs and all that.
Sounds about right.
About right.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the city at all?
No.
Oh, shit.
We kind of got there on the cusp because we came in from I forgot where we came in from, but it was
In Atlantic City, you don't see the city. It's grimy up there.
we came
That's what I
in from
wanna see.
Nyack from Nyack. We came in from Nyack and it was like
Okay.
a 2-hour drive
Okay.
from Nyack to there. So we was
Yeah.
kind of on the cusp as far as time and all that.
Yeah.
So when we got there, it was straight from the car. I had to get dressed in the car,
God damn.
dressed in the car, and straight to the stage. Did our time and then we stayed at the casino. Went out at the casino at the little club there and
Yeah.
then
Oh, the club was in the casino.
in the casino and then
Yeah.
left the next morning.
Yeah, I was late because
Goddamn.
y'all was getting Whole Foods.
Nah, we
We had to get them chicken wings. Whole car smelling like
was late. Just our timing was off because our rest was so backed up that we would just sleep, and then
Yeah.
damn, the driver gonna be here at 1. That's like the morning time. You know?
So you was late down to the car, or
Yeah,
Marlon
probably.
was just late
both
down
of
to
us.
the car?
Both of us on this one.
Y'all had a driver though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, both of us on this
You
one.
just
So
able to just sit.
they sit, calling everybody's phone. I was like, they keep calling. We gonna be later.
Yeah.
They slowing me down.
They're not getting
Man.
nervous.
How was the energy in Atlantic City, audience wise?
Audience wise was dope as hell.
Yeah.
But I tell you who had for the best energy I felt in a long time was New Brunswick.
Oh, shit.
we
Where is
did-
that at?
New Brunswick.
Stress
Jersey,
Factory,
right?
right?
Stress Factory, New Brunswick.
That's in Jersey?
Jersey.
Okay.
Their energy was crazy.
Right
like,
next to Rucker, right?
that, and they gave you that downstairs comedy feel,
Yes.
downstairs in the attic. They this close to you, and it was that. I was
Yes.
like, this is what I want.
That's
you hear the
comedy
laughs
right
in
there.
that back corner back there.
That was
on
it.
the
That
other
was
side
it.
of the end.
That's what I want.
That
Low
was it.
ceilings?
Sitting up on you, low ceilings,
Yes. Oh.
sitting up on you.
Very
Oh,
intimate.
The
Oh,
brick
come on,
background.
Keon,
The
what's
brick.
that about?
Yeah.
But they had cordless mics.
It was cordless?
Nah, he
Oh, I was about to say,
that would have
Just
messed
had
up
to ruin
everything.
the
that's a
fantasy.
no-brainer for me. I like the cordless.
Why? You
'Cause
really?
I move a lot.
Ew.
But still, you can do a lot
Yeah,
more.
of course,
It's a part of
yeah.
the. It's a part of the tool. It's a
Look,
part
I
of
don't, I
the-
don't need as much as I used to, but I like the cordless. I
like
can
the
go into the
cordless?
crowd.
Man.
Oh,
Tony
You
got
give me
the
a cordless mic, I'm
He
moving.
got the Janet Jackson on, coming out with the little earpiece right there.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Don't give me one of those. What's his name? What's that white comic that always has a headset?
Dunham, right? No.
Nah,
Titus.
he had a TV show. Titus.
Christopher Titus,
Yeah, give me that.
Really?
I don't think I could use that doing stand-up.
Because the cord be getting on my nerves sometimes. They be wrapped up and they be touching my feet, and I'll be like, yeah, and you be trying to navigate the cord.
It definitely
That's
be
part of
affecting
that,
stuff,
that dope
but
ass comic walk when you do that spin and then the shimmy
I
of
don't
the
need it.
cord.
I just hate when the cordless battery. It always feels like the
the
battery's
thing.
gonna die.
That's the thing. It's always something with the
Yeah,
cordless.
it always be like,
And then they come up and be like,
yeah. I don't feel like dealing with
they
it.
fix it for you real
Right.
quick.
I don't want my comic to do
But I like leaving the stage sometimes, man.
It's
Yeah, so
because you know, as a comedian, bro, you get the stool, the mic stand, and the mic.
That's
right?
it.
And the cord.
Yeah.
Like those are your tools to create an entire world.
Yeah.
So when I see cats get creative with like the still, I think Who? It might have been like
Earthquake used the chord. In his
yeah, like
special.
when you see Cast, man, you be
He
like,
was talking about they was packing. CNN was unplugging because of Aretha Franklin's
I love-
song.
I- when I see-
Earthquake's special is funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is.
I didn't
like
finish
when you
it.
taking
The
a tool
Aretha-
away.
I haven't
When you
seen
lose
it.
the
I
mic,
haven't
the
seen it.
cord, you
I
taking
feel
the
like
whole.
I agree.
I still
whole-
got the stool and the mic stand.
And what,
I
okay.
just don't like
Tony's
the
gonna
sound.
be like, I don't like
sometimes
this
on
stool.
the
I need
playlist.
back support.
Here's a question: at what point is it not comedy anymore? I'm talking about when you're on the stage. What additions do you add, and you be like, this ain't comedy no more?
Props.
You talking about people have like instruments
Yeah.
and all that shit?
Yeah.
Once
I
I,
think
see
you're an
instruments, man, I
entertainer.
deflate
Bro,
every
if the
time.
I don't think
crowd-
that's stand-up
If the crowd
comedy,
is
though.
laughing,
Well,
then you're
I
doing
think-
your job good.
I think
facts.
because I saw
Is that
Gallagher.
entertainment or comedy?
It's
If the
comedy.
crowd is laughing,
comedy because I think it was Donnell talked about this on the Fat Tuesdays thing when he got into it with the social media comedian.
Oh, saying
So it's
so
Carrot Top
they broke out
comedian?
Yeah.
a dictionary
100%.
and
Or what a
looked up the
comedian
word
was.
comedian, and it's just somebody who entertains and makes people laugh. So I think then it just becomes we're stand-up comedians, and you are an internet comedian, you
Or
are a prop
improv-
comedian,
improv
and you are
guy.
improv comedian, but it's all
Still under the umbrella
yeah.
of,
So I
comedy.
think I think stand-up.
you're a
just,
musical comedian.
right? I
Yeah.
think stand-ups just want to be like I do stand-up. You know what I'm saying? And then there's
But prop
variations.
comics is more like, that was clever. It's not like,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like,
right, but they're
I
you
see
know they're
what you're
I
saying.
like
entertaining.
deflating.
Like
man.
magicians are. Oh, that was magical. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, they're entertaining.
Once
They're
I
an
see stuff
entertainer.
being
unless
carried
you're-
onto the stage, I deflate a little every time.
so are magicians comedians?
Nah, they're magicians.
It
Sometimes
depends
they do
on-
stuff.
depends on
Sometimes
if
they do
got
funny
jokes.
stuff.
Some are funny.
If they got jokes with it. Because David Copperfield ain't no comedian.
Right.
He be serious business up there. David Blaine be dead serious.
But they still be saying little stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you pinned down.
Yeah.
That be
Penn and Teller.
that be they joke.
Penn and Teller are comedians,
They're comedians.
in my opinion.
I
they
think so as
they
well.
have their little
Yeah.
stick back and forth.
Right.
They're trying to make you laugh.
I love magic, man.
Me too.
Magic.
And I don't be wanting to know the secrets.
I hate people be trying to ruin it, looking under.
Yeah.
Stop. Just
I,
let it
ask,
happen.
I always
I like
ask
the
how you do
fantasy.
it, but don't tell me how you do that. Don't tell me.
Yeah. I will say, how you do it? But they don't.
Do-
be-
do- do-
Yeah, yeah. Just,
I had that little
You got
magic,
29 in here
little
now?
magic
Look at
set,
30
and I couldn't do none of them.
Yeah, it's
I just
hard.
sucked. I read the instructions, nothing.
It's hard.
If you watch a show too much, that's why they don't like people to come to their shows multiple times. Because if you watch it too much, you'll eventually see it. Like when I was working the cruise ships, I don't have nothing to do, so I went to the shows every night.
Yeah.
Watching it for 3 weeks, I figured out every trick because I can
Oh,
see
shit.
it. And sometimes they might mess up, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it and I'm sitting at an angle. Like I try to sit in different seats,
Yeah.
but I was sitting and I'm like, oh, okay. So everyone, I saw like. I would see a curtain move or a back door, like, cause people like, how'd they get up there? But I can see how it happened, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh.
Ruined.
So the magician was telling me that's why we don't like people to come multiple times. Like
Yeah.
you see the show, we off to the next city because you see it too many times. You gonna. I watched it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I saw everything. So it's
Why'd
like
you keep going?
I had nothing to do. I mean nothing.
But
to
don't,
do.
sometimes when you see something, you be like, I gotta see this again.
Sometimes
Like,
you,
sometimes
be
you
like,
want to go back.
Yeah.
It was a curiosity for me because one of them I was like, how are they pulling this off?
Yeah.
And I kept watching, and then once I knew, I was like, but I still was impressed on how they made it look like, real.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't take it away from me. Like once I saw how everything was done, I still was like, but that's creative to even think of that,
Right.
to even like pull that off.
I could hear you in the audience, like,
Look.
No, I was
Man, look,
super-
you
I was
see
just-
the car.
I was just sitting there like,
Y'all don't see that? How y'all not see it?
I see how he do it. Security.
after a while, I started watching the reactions of the crowd to see how excited they, because I knew it was coming.
like, they
and I'd be like, here they come, and then like they would do the part where the girl would just show up somewhere, and they was like, oh, how? I was like, nah, I know how.
That's how your girls do when they come to your comedy shows all the time. They just start looking at the audience instead
Oh,
of
just
just watching
peeping.
you. They
I know the joke's coming.
Sabrina be watching the crowd.
Yeah.
See the reactions.
Yeah.
I told Cody stop doing that because she start getting mad. Like if they don't laugh at like,
look
you
at
know
How
what I
you not
mean? Like,
feeling this?
like yeah, that it's like why this is one of the best ones. And you just she was like that guy in the right in the red shirt. I was like, oh, that's fine.
But she
be
got
pissed.
a lot of nerve.
Right.
she just be watching you just
She
like
be in the front row.
taking
in the
it.
front row.
Front
in the
row. They
front.
always put her in the front. I don't know why.
Does Cotty want to sit in the front?
Well, normally it's because she would be like solo or whatever.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
they'd be
yeah,
like-
yeah.
And
Do you tell her not to sit in the
I
front
would
no
see
more?
her just right there.
Does it make you uncomfortable? I don't like seeing people I know in the front row.
I don't like it either.
I didn't like it because I can't go to her and be like, you miss. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
got, but you'd have to be like, "This is my wife. I need you to either get up."
Yeah,
right
we
now.
we
Yeah, I'd have to,
purposely
like, point it out.
when it's someone that we know that come to the show or something, we be like put them just not in the
I saw
back,
somebody close.
but kind of not where we can see them.
yeah, I just always looked over her. Like I would address everybody but her.
I can see just your wife in the front. If she goes to text, you're like, "What's going on? Is it the kids?
The kids okay?
I'm distracted.
I'm
Yeah.
just bored.
She get that text. She look concerned on the phone. She like, what's happening? What's happening? I'd be like, look, can you sit in the back?
She laugh at everybody else though.
That's the coldest. That's the coldest part.
But then she'll laugh at like if she come with a group though.
Yeah.
She laughs.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be like, your laugh's fake? Is it
Yeah.
real? Like, cause I remember her sister and like they childhood friends or whatever came when I was in Portland, and she was cackling,
Yeah.
and I was just like, what's this about? Like, are you trying to impress them? Are you trying to?
What she said?
She's like, no, I was just having a good time. I was like, so you need other people to have a good time?
Oh.
Like,
Does
you
she?
know, I don't know. I mean, she's definitely not she is not a be by myself person.
Okay.
Like at all. She likes going out or being around people, or she is definitely, me. I could be
It could be
in a
connected
hole.
to that. then.
Yeah. could
Well,
be.
maybe when she's with other people, she can't be like she's the ringleader too. Her man is up there, so she got to be like, hey, y'all.
I think she just feeds off the energy of like everybody's liking this. All right.
It also
Yeah.
feels good to see your spouse
ripping
Yeah.
it.
doing good, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him some.
Speaking of give them some, Blue Chew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That
Craig.
extra some.
Yeah, that extra some. You know what I didn't know about Blue Chew?
What you ain't know?
You can take it early for later on pleasure.
Oh, like time.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what they say up in here.
Yeah, you put it in your calendar, like beep 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 beep. beep.
You say you can take them
kinda Blue
anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
Right.
Ah.
My fear is that it worked too good. I take it early, trying to hold off, and then somebody's like, "How you doing?" Ugh. Shit, we're here.
Does Blue Chew just give you an instant erection, or does it just help prolong the one you already got?
It
built
doesn't
for
give you an
yourself?
instant. What it does is when it's up, then it's
Yeah.
up. Then, like once
And
you
it's like,
good,
Blue Chew,
you
let's go.
yeah.
And once you get going, you can go.
Yeah, once you
Yeah.
can go,
Eye of the
you
tiger.
going. Because I thought it was an instant.
Yeah.
For the listeners, that's not how it doesn't. You pop it and you go.
So at first you were
but
like,
once
this isn't
you're
working.
yeah,
He
but
had
once
the
you're
timer on,
aroused,
just looking at it. Like, what's
once you
going
start
on?
going, then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is never going away. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
process is simple, y'all. You can sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers.
Okay.
And once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
USA, baby.
So your neighbors won't be all like, "Oh, he getting the
All
Blue
in your
Chew."
mix.
Yeah, they won't be all up in
You
the
having sex
videos.
tonight, buddy? Huh? That what you
Getting
doing?
it in, huh?
I'll be
Why do neighbors
listening.
talk like that?
Cutting the
TV.
grass. And be like, tonight, right?
You're going for number 3, are you?
And I keep it going, huh? With Blue Chew, men everywhere are excited to see the postman because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived, guys. They always say first impressions are important. What about lasting impressions, guys? Lasting?
That's a bar.
That's bar.
That's
That's
a
bar
bar.
central. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. Women say there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you confidence where it counts. So if you could benefit
your
from
penis.
extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use your promo
mild.
code ISSUES at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code ISSUES to receive your first month free.
How much on the shipping?
It's $5.
That's it?
So really, you just paying $5, man.
God
free
damn.
bonus?
I don't even
Man.
I don't even need the chew. You keep saying free. I'm about to pause
Free.
right there.
Come on now.
God damn.
Y'all love yourself out there.
BlueChew.com. Go to BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Yeah,
Blue
man.
Chew.
Thank you. Thank you,
Strong,
Blue-
long lasting.
Thank you, Blue Chew.
Sponsorship.
The mic is
The mic got blue chew.
What's up,
Yeah.
Tanya R? What's happening?
Yes, indeed. Man. They got questions up top,
I
man.
see
What
a
they
bunch
talking
of
about?
them.
Are they in here? What are they, 30, 31?
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
they in
What's
this
up,
thing?
Letitia?
Keon's
Miss
cousins.
Lakiva?
They in here.
Oh,
See my
okay.
society, I
They
see
got
y'all
it
appreciate
going.
it.
I got a bunch of
Hey, over
questions.
there.
Hey, KCs, y'all partying
As
in
soon as
there.
we started.
It's KKs.
Okay, boom.
They're
What we got?
Keon's
What's the first
cousins with
question?
K.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
my
trying to
bad.
throw a
They don't
third
fly
one
kites.
in
We're
there.
not KKK.
Okay, the KK.
Chris Hodge, what's the most useless talent you have? For example, I'm a fantastic whistler. He said fantastic.
It's a great question.
Oh, I got it.
What's yours, Craig?
I could gleek.
I always wanted to be able to do that. Could never pull it off.
Hit you from here.
But don't hit me though.
I'm gonna do that to you right now. I used to be.
I'm
How
not
do
doing
you
it
do
on
it?
accident. I don't know how to do it on purpose.
You just put your tongue. You kind of roll your tongue back and
No,
push the bottom of it up,
that's
and it's
gross.
just it comes up.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I've never been able to do that.
Yeah, it's like a backwards O in your mouth, and you push the bottom of your tongue up. And just,
Useless
I used to
talent.
beat that.
Useless
That is
talent.
useless.
You ever just be sitting in class and feel a sprinkle? That
Dog,
was
that's
me.
you?
No.
Dirty
Yeah.
I hate when a
bastard.
nigga gleek.
You lay your head down.
Dirty bastard. So you can do it like that. You can do a quick pop-up drive-by. Damn. I wonder where the title
Nigga
came
be like, who
from.
spit on me?
Yeah, you'd be like,
Is
man,
it raining in here? Like,
Hell
dirty
no.
bastard.
All I can do is like just burp whenever I swallow air. That's all I got.
You can
A
burp on
bird.
command.
Yeah, but
I can do the armpit parts.
you know what I mean. But Izzy can do it now also. Which
Oh.
she got that way earlier than I did.
Yeah.
She was like, "Look, Papa." I was like, "So then we'll just
You're
burp."
X-Men.
Oh, bro, then we'll just burp together. They hate it. That's great. That's all I got.
I think I might be able to burp on command too.
I can't believe
Yeah.
it.
Just swallowing there.
Yeah, it's
everybody
pretty
can burp.
But some people can't
Oh.
do it.
I
For real?
can crack my elbows.
Oh,
the
shit.
hell?
And your palm. Okay.
I don't think that's a talent though.
That's an
Is
L.
that a
Something.
talent? Something you
What do you want me to do?
I can cough.
That's only mutant
It's
form.
a body thing. That's
all I got.
what you did.
No, well, I can do like. I can like say well.
It's
That's
I didn't
still a
even know
body.
what that
Yeah,
word
it's
a
was.
It was supposed to be Tony. Hold on.
That was supposed to be Tony.
You know what I'm saying? So like I can do stuff.
He sucked
You can't
all
do
years
that.
of your life.
I can do
DC
stuff
is
with
so
it.
amazed.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
that was
It's
so
so cool.
corny.
I can,
Why you say me though?
I mean, I was looking at you.
Jody.
How you do that though?
I don't know, bro. That's
DC's
more
broke.
impressive.
He's broken.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
that I can
impressive.
do. 'Cause I can do that.
That's more impressive.
You're not ill.
He's broken. That's
He
more
was like,
impressive.
yeah.
It took me years to.
You don't have real powers.
Arthritis.
I can't do you guys. I can do yours though. Yours.
You can do that, do Chaz.
Yeah,
do
do
it,
that.
Tony. Well, give
Tony or DC?
Say,
Give
say
it
DC.
DC.
Get me out of here.
You wasted my burp. I just burped.
Pressure's on.
No.
That one song has an acid reflux in
Because
the
I was-
bottom.
Because I was trying not to laugh. It's hard to do when you're not laughing.
Got the DC out real quick. Burp in the background.
It's hard to do when you're not laughing.
We used to try to do the whole alphabet.
No.
Never get, yeah, we used to try. I could never get to the whole end.
Get smacked in the back of your
You
head.
just
when
suck
you
in
get
air. I can do armpit farts and I can make my tongue do the clover thing.
I remember that back in the
Clover
day,
thing.
where it turns.
Clover thing.
I got in trouble for
I
that.
can-
That's
I
the
don't know
pussy.
if I-
That's the vagina eating thing. I used to get in trouble for that, trying to do that. Be like, you better not. I'm like, huh? What?
I only can do 3 though. Some people can do the 4. I only can do 3.
I got nothing, y'all.
You gotta have
Come on.
something, Tony.
I got nothing.
You got something, Tony.
Can you move your ears or anything?
You gave him a good one. Damn, you could do that.
I don't
Remember
know.
how some people
I
can
don't
move their
know.
ears?
I can do my
Yeah.
ears.
I don't
Like
know. I
alfalfa?
never tried.
Wait, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to do my. I think I can do it.
That's your nostril.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on,
Yeah,
hold on,
you're
hold on,
gonna have a
hold on,
stroke.
hold on.
He's like,
Did it go?
no.
Okay. Nope, I can't do it.
Can you cross your eyes? Some people.
I can make one eye lazy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I can, let me see. One of them.
You just look sleepy.
Did it move?
No.
No.
It's not.
No, it's a lazy eye.
Tell me if this one is moving.
Tony's eyelid.
That look like legit.
Tony,
Like,
it
like
does look legit.
He
This
just
one
looking
looks like it moved
inquisitive.
out.
That one does look like legit.
that look like if Tony with the lazy eye.
Tony's focused, bro. The focus that he has.
Guys, man.
Can you turn one in?
No.
That's the
I can
dude
turn
that
one
show up
in.
to get money from you.
Let me see.
Like, oh,
Wait,
Tony with
am
the
I
lazy
Ah,
eye.
wait, I think they're both in.
They're
Are they
both
both
in.
in?
They're both in right now.
Hold on.
That's crazy to be able to turn one.
That's
I can
crazy.
see
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the creepy one.
Oh shit. The one end is mad funny.
But I never know when I'm doing it.
Right.
It's like somebody has to tell me because I
Yeah,
don't know
and
if
then
I'm
you
doing
got one.
both
You got
or
one back right. You was like, okay, let me get this one.
Because
there.
I can move them. I think I have to move it, and then I have to look this way, and this one will move.
Let me see if I can.
That's crazy.
Bam. That's easy.
So cross your eyes and then try to just move that one out.
you just
Yeah,
close.
see, no. Wait,
Tony
you
got
gotta
it.
Open it.
The other
though.
eye's
Open
too
it.
close.
cross in the middle.
It's crossed, but it's closed.
Now look that way.
You gonna make?
Yeah, they're both going that way.
No, they're both going.
Tony's focus is mad.
We used to always teach the younger kids in the house that, hoping that their eyes would stay that way.
Oh, that was the thing.
You
Your
get
mom,
hit in the back. Your eyes gonna stay crossed.
your mama come and be like, okay, keep playing like that.
Right. I think they used to say that because they didn't like it.
Right.
No,
'Cause it
my
looked
mom used to
weird.
panic. She'd be like, "Stop! Stop!"
Like, can one of y'all do remember the
No, I
They
didn't like
fold.
that shit.
Yeah, that used to be so
To do
nasty.
the what? Too gross.
Where
for
you
me.
just fold up your eyebrow,
They
yeah.
used to fold it over. They used to do that
Yeah, I
all
hated
the
that
time
shit.
in elementary school. I'd be like, "Ah."
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Good question, man. It was fun.
That's the Forrest Whitaker.
Before I was trying to do, because I'd be looking in the mirror, I'd be like, man, make this eye, go up.
Oh, Sabrina said she could do the clover.
Sabrina could do mad shit, low key. All right, we need another question.
I can make realistic monkey noises.
Do a howler monkey.
That's funny.
Nana P, do you remember the first time you saw a comrade from the Circle of Knot get booed? Did it shake you before you perform, or if you did perform, or did you laugh?
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get actually booed.
Yeah, I've
I
seen the
got booed at
silence.
the casino.
Yeah, I saw Tony get. We both got
Yeah,
booed.
we
both
did get
saw
booed.
it.
It was one solitary guy,
Yeah.
but it was a boo nonetheless.
Oh, it was a guy.
I seen a
Being a hater.
He was like,
turn
boo.
a boo turn into an angry mob, turned into waiting outside trying to catch the comedian.
Oh,
Really?
snap.
Damn.
That's funny.
We were in Boston, and Foo was on stage.
Uh,
And
Makes sense.
somewhere where they weren't connected, he told somebody in the audience, "You know what? Fuck you. If you don't like me, fight me."
oh.
And then the group of them were like, "Okay." We had to pull the truck around the back and have them hop in the third row, and then pull up
Hilarious.
front. So when we came out, they were looking for him, but he was
Damn.
already in the car.
Damn.
What you said?
They were
Foo-
really looking though.
Yeah, yeah. It was the whole. They were trying to look in the window, everything. He's in the third row in the back.
It's funny because he's like Foo. Everybody's like, oh yeah.
That
well,
sound
yeah,
about
I
right.
like I can see it.
That sound right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Zero surprise.
Yeah.
It was the day before the show. You know, you try to find that local comedy spot to get up real quick.
Yeah.
Went there in Cambridge. I was like, oh,
Man.
How the
Boos
next-
are
how
rare
the
though,
next
y'all.
leg go?
Yeah.
Boos are rare.
Yeah, boo. You got to be really
Yeah.
doing something wrong
Yeah.
to get like just
People just
booed.
don't laugh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a boo is.
We see several bombs, but
Yeah.
boos,
Oh, yeah.
that's hard to come
Boos
by.
is a, yeah.
You
A
kind of
bomb
got to
is,
set the stage for that to be that type of show,
Right.
To get like booed.
Yeah, that has to be like the thing,
Yeah.
Apollo type thing.
A silent bomb, when you somebody just eating it, you just be like, oh,
Man.
The silent bomb hurts way more than a
Oh,
I'd rather get booed.
I'd rather get booed too.
Like at least you're telling me to leave.
I feel y'all.
I'm out.
you said some passion.
well,
you
that's
know what I'm
how
saying?
the silence don't
I'm
work. Then you
leaving.
got to be like, what's that word they use? Boo.
Man. Boo
Because people
me.
just be like,
Yeah.
get on their
The
phone.
boo happened when the boo probably happened when you arrogant in the silence. Oh, y'all ain't laughing at me? Huh? And then they be like, all
Who
right,
the
now we
fuck
gotta get them
started
off stage.
Boo.
Who made up boo? That's
Right.
the one we
Who was
gonna
the first
use
person to be like,
He's ghosting.
boo?
Make him feel like there's ghosts out here.
And I wonder what the origin like behind it is.
Yeah.
Even with that first, let's look it up.
Boo. Boo. The hard boo. Boo.
Boo.
God damn it. Sick of this.
Yeah, why didn't you just say leave? Get out of here. Go.
We don't like what you're saying as a group.
Right. Say that.
Together in unison.
What if they all said that repeatedly? We don't like what you're saying as a group.
We don't like what you're saying.
It's a chant. Like what you're saying as a group.
Okay, y'all right.
We don't like what you're saying as a
That
group.
was horrible, bro.
We don't like. Hey, Uncle, give me a chance. We don't like what you're saying as a group.
Respect.
All right, yeah, well, that's my time.
Y'all was nice about it.
Then you be outside the club after they come out. We don't like what you're saying as
I'm
a
not even on
group.
stage.
All the way into your car.
I liked him, but we didn't like what he was saying as a group.
You start fumbling with the keys. We don't like what you're saying as a group.
Come on.
It doesn't say how it started.
That was
Boo.
Where'd it come from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's too many variants because it's like get booed off the stage, boo as a term of endearment, and then spooky boo like ghost.
Ooh.
So there's like trying to figure out which one. to look at.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? I used to want to go to the Apollo just to boo someone.
Everybody
Oh
does.
man, that looked like a good time.
I never got to do it.
Oh, they don't want you to win at the Apollo.
This
I
is
want to be
not.
part of the boo.
This is not Oh no! It says it seems to be Scottish origin, but it traced back to a Greek word that meant to cry aloud, roar, or shout.
Okay.
And some say boo imitates the sound of a sad calf. Booing as a sound of discontent seems to come in use in the 18th century. Italian opera fans were said to be.
They be booing at the opera.
Yeah, they booed at the opera.
I thought it came from
You gotta
theater.
be trash at the opera to be getting booed.
I thought it was older than that. Though.
boo. Finger boo.
Boo.
It seems like
It says
booing at the
ancient
opera
Greece.
would be unprofessional.
Exactly. You got to have a suit on.
Yeah.
You booing in the tux. Opera look boring, man.
Opera looks more like a,
Yeah, like this.
you don't say boo.
Silent.
At least it ain't the pressure of, remember you had to perform for like in the Roman days, they'd kill you if you
Oh,
weren't good.
yeah. Can you imagine that?
You had a lion underneath you.
Tough crowd, indeed. They send the tiger on you.
Oh, come on.
Dating in Greece, huh? The tiger come out the thing. Tough.
Back in those days, though, you could run away and
Run where?
I mean, you could just like be in a whole different place and you just start over. You know what I mean? Like with the internet now, you can't get away from your shame because it goes viral, right? Your shame, your bombs.
Ain't nobody gonna draw your picture by hand.
With you bombing in front with the tiger swipe.
Right.
Yeah. If you were bad, you could just be like, well, I can just go to, you know.
You can start
I'm
on
talking
doing
about, I'm talking about the
Athens.
days when they were
You got
killing
to
you.
walk though.
Yeah, you're going to have to take that walk. You're going to have to take that walk.
Wait, I know you from somewhere. No, you do not. I
saw you in Greece for 2,000 miles.
Damn it.
I recognize those sandals. No. I just got these.
Toes curling up, they dry.
The only other place you could use, like, be able to change your locations, ExpressVPN.
See what you did there.
If you have ExpressVPN, you can honestly be in one place, but say you're in another place.
Good job,
It's top
buddy.
secure. You like that?
That
DC?
was smooth.
appreciate
I was
that.
wondering why you
Super
were.
smooth.
I caught it. I thought you were gonna change.
I just stopped. I
like,
let up.
When you
Keep it right here in Greece.
when you use the bathroom, you always close the door behind you, right?
You
You
goddamn
don't want
right.
random passive. Tony used to get mad at me for locking the door. He's like, I'm
I
not
don't know why
coming
you
in
locked
after
the door though.
Locking it.
Tony,
Sabrina
because,
does that too.
because I don't know if you're leaving and then somebody else comes in, you might need the door.
I'll be offended.
Well, I'm
correct?
locking it because
I'm not worried about
obviously
you.
You're checking it like click, 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 click.
Tony, but I'm not coming in after. I'm like, I'm not worried about you in case you leave and someone else comes in and tries to murder me. That's it.
Look out.
Why
you
why
have-
ExpressVPN?
All right, I'm
on
gonna let
that
you
door?
finish
Okay,
because I do have a
okay.
question about that.
You don't
Yeah.
want random passersby looking in. So why would you let people look on you when you go online? Using internet without ExpressVPN is going to the bathroom, not using the door, not closing the door. Excuse me. Did you know that your internet service provider knows every single website you visit? Did you guys know that? Because they do.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
scary.
And that's and what works is
freaky.
they can sell their information to ad companies and tech giants who will use your data to target you. ExpressVPN puts a stop to this and creates a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and internet so that your online activity can't be seen by anyone. Can't be seen. So I don't know if you guys, I know Tony and Keon, DC, Gregory, everybody who goes travels, you guys are exposed to airport Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You're exposed to hotel Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And so
I really need it. Yeah.
we done talked about our accounts getting hacked and
Yeah.
my Vagisil incident with
Vagisil.
Walmart, you know. So you have an ExpressVPN
Was
to
that
protect
time
your
you thought it
assets.
was lip
Yeah.
stuff? Well, I didn't know the Vagisil.
What, Craig?
Okay.
You thought the Vagisil was for lips?
No, he said the Vagisil incident. I didn't hear about it.
That's
Like,
because
did he
someone
think
charged
like
the
that?
Somebody
Vagisil
hacked
on
his
my Walmart.
Did Craig
card.
miss the episode?
No, I was here.
He was here.
Craig
Wasn't
was here.
listening to you, Chaz.
I know, right? So if you like me and believe your online activity is your business, only your business, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/issues today. Use my exclusive link. It's my personal link.
Personal.
What is it?
expressvpn.com/issues. expressvpn.com/issues. And you can get extra. Guess how many months, CC?
How many?
An extra 3 months.
You lying. You lying.
The quarter of the year.
Free. Goddamn fool. You must be.
That's expressvpn.com/.
That Yoda's version of it.
3 months free.
Goddamn fool. You must be.
3 months free is a good ass time.
He was still caught up in the Greek and the opera. So you start talking to him. Damn much fool you must be. How dare you be so foolish?
How dost thou be foolish?
A fool thy is.
My question was, why is that a thing? Why do some people get offended if you lock the door?
Because you're saying I'm gonna come in there.
No, it's not about you.
Here's why I get offended, especially Sabrina more so than Chaz.
Yeah.
If I need to grab something out of there and you in the shower, I can't get in there. So it's like, so now you got to step out of the shower and, potentially
could
slide.
wait.
Or sometimes you can't, though. Like, let me grab it real quick. I'm on my way out. The door locked. So it's like, and is the music pumping, shower going? I was like, God damn, man.
Sabrina's in here. What's your
I can
reasoning
just
for
do a
locking the
quick-
door?
I could
Sometimes
do a
you
quick
just want your
grab.
privacy.
Yeah, what about the just private
Is
time?
it closing the door? That means I'm in
But
here.
lock-
Closing
the door, you
I'm
can't
not
get
going to
in.
come in. When I see the bathroom door closed, I'm
You
not
ain't
just
coming
going to
in.
walk in. So it's going to be a knock
Yeah.
anyway.
Especially not on. Like I might walk in on Cotty
Right.
if I hear the shower going, just to be a pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I know she's going to the bath, I don't want to be in there.
Right.
I'm not walking in there, especially with a dude. Like if Chad's going to the bath, nigga, I'm not walking in
It
the
was
bathroom.
never about.
I don't want to know what.
I
I
gotta
don't know.
keep
If
Tony out of here.
I don't know if he could be taking a dump. He could be eating an omelet. I don't know what he's doing in there.
Probably
So I'm
doing
like,
both.
Was in the shower.
Probably
like, I
doing
don't know what
both.
The
doing.
lock of the door isn't to protect you; it's to protect the person coming in.
Oh, that
Because if you
also.
come in
Yeah,
and
it
I'm too
might be-
comfortable, like
I'm
might
not
be-
going to come in.
I might be shaving my balls when you
Yeah, I
walk
might
in.
be
how do you
doing
know the
some
door's
other
locked
stuff.
then?
Huh?
How do you know the door's locked if
I
you
don't
don't
know how
check
I
it?
found out.
Like,
You might have just heard.
So
I don't
Tony,
think you
wait,
came
you be
in.
listening to hear if they lock the door? Like, oh, they don't trust
they don't
me.
trust
I think I've heard it a couple times. I've been like, yo, why you locking the door?
personal.
I definitely heard the door locks before. I'm
In
like,
case you leave,
I'm not
and someone
coming in.
comes in. It's the safest bet, bro. I just
I'm
lock
not
the
coming
door.
in.
Because it's for me.
I
It's
do
for
it
like
with
what
Yo,
I might
too.
be doing in there.
I do it at the crib with Yo also.
Yeah.
I lock the door. I lock it. I keep
Does
busy
she
up.
locking on you?
I doubt it. I don't think she really does.
Yeah.
I
But
like
I do it.
I used to be like, girl try to follow you into the bathroom, you just stop at the door and be like, this is shit time.
That's
Yeah,
funny, man.
yeah, it's my.
I don't
mean,
want nobody walking in on me while
It's
I'm
my time, bro.
leaving on accident.
I don't want to walk in either.
This is the only place you can go where I got complete privacy.
Oh, absolutely.
Once I go in that bathroom.
I mean, I get the appeal of the bathroom.
Once I lock that door, I'm like, oh, I'm closed from the world.
Everybody had
yeah.
that 3-year-old incident when someone walked in on you and you was just completely out there and you was like, never
You be
again.
helpless on that toilet.
Never again.
Hell, hey!
Your feet are all up in
So
there.
That's all you got.
uncomfortable. It's so
That's
uncomfortable.
all you got.
You holding yourself up.
And then walking out, the walk of shame of knowing somebody done seen you in an
Yeah.
awkward position is the most
hey.
What
uncomfortable.
would y'all rather be walked in on? Mid dump, mid poots, and like you got an explosive load, or walked in on smashing?
Oh,
Well,
you
I've
can,
been
you can watch.
there, so-
People have watched me smash before. So I don't give a damn.
What you going
Me and
with?
Tony made eye contact, so
Oh, yeah.
I take.
But what would you prefer, me walking in on you mid dump, or would I walked in on?
Probably the mid dump.
Yeah, just because of
Yeah.
her.
Catch me on a mid dump on the sake of the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look cooler fucking. I don't want you to walk in with one teardrop coming out, my
Smelling,
eye, my
stinking,
knees
booty hole,
shaking.
yeah.
Nah.
It's gonna hurt you walking in the dump more than me.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing,
what
though.
I'm saying.
That's the thing though about the her situation. But as far as my embarrassment level, the toilet.
The toilet more embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like I won't like if I'm taking a shower and Cotty's in there, I have to wait till she leaves before I actually wash my ass. I don't want her looking at me.
Oh,
When I'm washing the back, I don't look at me.
if somebody walked in on me in a bird bath, Like the post dump bird bath. I'm dying.
I don't want
I'm
that.
dying in that
If
moment.
a dude walked on me taking a dump, I don't feel bad because I'm like, hey, bro, you know what it is.
Yeah.
We all do this.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
a girl
yeah.
walked in on me taking a dump, I'm
What-
like, no, this is,
What
I'm
if yo
doing a
walked in
cleanse.
on you and you mid explosive?
Nah, yeah. She probably like, are
Like
you
the loud
okay?
one. Them coming out. Blah, blah, blah.
She like, Chaz, did you remember to pick up the? And then,
And I'm here sweating.
boom.
Don't
And then
say
you
me
can't
like this.
stop when she came in. You still,
I'm still your protector. Right? What can you say?
you just on the
This
toilet
isn't
trap.
me. This isn't the real me.
I'm still strong.
The bird bath is the ultimate embarrassment for me.
We be in here mid crack.
Bird
Yeah,
bath,
'cause
you always cover up your top like you got.
Cause I'm in there really clean. You know what I'm saying? You walk in on that.
That's what I'm saying.
With
I
the
don't
So if
leg-
I got a
the
bird
leg
bath,
right.
I'm locking the door.
I don't want
They
that.
take
Nah,
no chance.
Mister,
Oh,
keep the
come
door
on,
unlocked.
man.
Nah, man.
I'm
What
locking
happened?
the door of the bird bath. I lock the hotel door. Housekeeping be like,
That sketch you did
don't
was
even
funny.
wait for the response.
You might as well have housekeeping come in and wipe you.
Housekeeping
Come
bust
clean
in.
this while you at it.
Cause I be yelling, I be like, hey, I'm nah, man. Sorry. They always have to come in.
Do you not lock the door? You don't put a little thing on the thing?
No, I don't put the latch
You
on.
know,
Nah, you don't get
I
to
latch
lock
it.
the door, bro.
I just
You
always
gotta-
have to do
Now,
not
for the
disturb.
bird bath, I gotta
I'll
lock
latch
the
it.
door, man. I can't have that happen to me.
Have you ever fought?
If I get walked in on the bird bath, I'm out. I'm out. We can no longer have a relationship.
That's it.
No matter who it
It's
is.
Sabrina right now.
Sabrina,
walking.
we're done. If Sincere walks in on that, no
You
more
breaking up
time.
with Sincere?
I'm cutting ties with Sincere. It's just I can't keep going.
You breaking up with your son?
Why is it the vulnerability, the
It's the
position
vulner-
you
I mean,
in?
I'm
like it,
in
bro.
my cheeks.
Yeah, as a man,
I'm in there vulnerable.
I'll be full shot, bro. I'll be full
That's
shot.
My toes are gonna be
Right.
pointed because I'm trying to get the
I might have a
angle.
leg up.
Nah, man. It's
You
too
got
much.
your
Leg
hands
up?
holding the water. You can't even defend yourself. 'cause
Man,
the water for
You
the
just
splash.
get clean. That's all it is.
Nah, bro.
Like,
I'll be
vulnerability.
doing my whole body, and then I'll just sit there.
I
And then when she leave, I'll be like,
I need you to
hella
get
fast.
Man.
I don't want her to
So
see
this
that.
whole time she probably be like, "Damn, Keon never
Never
washes his ass."
Man.
I wait till she turn or something, then I get in there.
What's that?
I can't
Vulnerability.
do it, bro.
That's funny.
Nope. Nope.
Oh shit.
That bird bath is vulnerability, man. But I always have the bird bath after a dump, though. I can't just take a dump
No, that's-
and call it a day.
No, that's solid.
You know?
You can't really go wrong with that. I can't be like, "Please, Tony, you're too clean."
Yeah,
No, that's
It's mandatory as a man. It's mandatory at this point.
I think
you gotta get
we're
in
too
there.
far removed from just toilet paper anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Like with those days.
technology.
It should have never
It's
really.
too-
We should have never been just dealing with
No.
dry nothing.
No,
It should always
but
been
we're
wet.
too
Yeah.
far now. Like we're too far. It's,
Even the
nobody can go back to
bodega
that.
had it right. When you go to Japan and
I'm
all
about to
that,
get one.
yeah, they had it right, bro. You are, yeah.
Yeah,
I want one. too.
Cotty said she wanted one, so I
They
was
get
like,
you
all right.
good.
Yeah.
We'll get one.
Like, woo.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shocked the first time.
Make sure you get the heated one.
Oh.
Yeah, they got heated
one.
warm water.
Oh,
Fancy.
Oh, fancy, just warm.
It feels
It's
good.
fancy,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one. You got one?
No, I don't got one, but when I was
about to get one.
somewhere,
a cold
I
spray in
was
the ass
pressing in
don't
there.
sound appealing, but a nice warm
Yeah,
shoot.
you like,
I feel like you're trying,
That's the same
feels
thing.
like you're trying to get a pet off
I
something.
wonder how they angle it so it just goes in because everybody's hole the exact right way.
right.
Everybody's holds the same. I don't know.
Nah,
No,
I'm
everybody's
just
cheeks
joking. Yeah, it
set
can't be the
up is
same.
different. The cheeks
It
are
is.
not equally distributed out here. I had mad questions geared up for last episode.
Let's do it.
Let's do
I had
We
mad
got time.
questions.
We got time. And Keelan started a new program today, so he don't get out at 1:30 no more.
Hey.
Okay.
Snap, man, we got time.
Put him in a little art program,
Nice, man.
so he'll be drawing and shit.
He's
man,
gonna be
keeping
sitting
that
there
mind
naked, having to
going.
model them. Go ahead, lady.
Knowing him, I painted this girl in my class. Why is she not dressed, son? It's art, Dad.
It's art, Dad.
It's
we don't
art.
explain it.
We're gonna do a dad question because I feel like we rarely talk about being parents anymore.
Yeah, we got to
Just
get
be-
back to the dad life, daddy issues.
We need to change the title
Right.
of this podcast to a hot nothing.
Jesus,
It
what we
needs to
talking
go
about.
back to a hot nothing because that's what we be talking about. All right. So this question is from You Know What. Shout
They
out to
got-
You Know What.
What they got?
How do you handle older siblings constantly verbally attacking their younger sibling for no reason, especially with brothers? I know it's normal for siblings to have spats and bicker, but I'm ready to sock out my oldest son because of how he talks to my younger son. My kids don't get physical. My kids don't get physical correction. We just take away stuff they like.
He should have socked him out.
When Avi would sometimes get like when they get into their little spats,
Uh-huh.
she would talk to Avane like crazy, like, and I'd be like, whoa, that's not your child, buddy. And I would have to come in and interfere like that, like, hey, you don't get to talk to her how I barely talk to her, so she'd have to calm down. So I just jump in like that and be like, hey, that's not your kid. You didn't.
How old were they when this was like going down?
19, 20?
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
they would
this
get into it. They would get
yeah.
into it later in life. Like,
Oh, wow.
and sometimes they still get into it.
Yeah.
where I have to butt in and be like, well, who are you talking to? and you know, and mostly it's Avi thinking she's like mom / sister.
Yeah.
But she 3 months
You
older.
3 months older. Yeah, I'd be like, you don't
Yeah,
get
y'all
to.
at the same time.
Yeah, y'all both need my advice right now. Chill
Right.
out. So you just intervene like that.
Yeah, you slide in with the serious.
But when they was
face.
younger, like I would let them fight. I would encourage, like, yeah, y'all get physical. I move stuff out the way.
you encourage the physical
I'd be like, yeah,
altercation?
because I knew they didn't want to fight. So I'd be like,
Okay.
I'd be like, yeah, no, go ahead, no. I'll be hit her in the face. That don't, y'all doing little weak stuff. Hit her in the face, like punch her in the face
Just to
hard.
prove y'all don't really do so. Knock it off.
Exactly, cut it out.
Yeah.
Y'all don't
And
want
they
to
never
fight.
did?
Nah, they be. I'd be like, yeah, then just stop this act. I would encourage it.
Yeah,
Fight.
that's funny.
I've had to get on Keelan about bothering him, like trying to get a rise out of him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, leave him alone. I'm like, one, I'd be coming at him sometimes. I'd be like, one, he's tougher than you.
Right.
So knock it off because one, he's not always going to be smaller
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
So one day he going to whoop your ass. So
coming.
knock it off. I was like, you already, and even now when they get into it, I kind of let it ride because when they arguing, Keelan be the one about to tear up. Kendrick be like, what? And so I'd be like, leave him alone, stop bothering him because he's gonna remember that stuff.
Right.
And he gonna, but then they're very good. I don't really jump in until they getting on my nerves. But they're really good at like, I'm not gonna be your friend. Okay, fine. Why don't you like they're working out themselves.
work
They
it
want to
out.
play together.
Right.
They still sleep in the same bed and they don't have to. But so I'm like, they gonna work it out because they can't stand not doing stuff
Not
together.
dealing.
So they'll try. Keelan tries. Okay, Kendrick, if you don't do this, I'm not gonna sleep in the same bed, or I'm not gonna do this. And Kendrick be like, I don't care. And then they'd be like, okay, well, you want half of my cookie? Like that. They can't stand it.
They make amends.
Yeah, they can't stand it because they're so close. So I'm like, I just let them ride unless they get on my nerves. Then I'm like, all right, Bo, how about this?
Everybody.
You trash and you trash. How about that? Like, just shut up.
The
You
frustrated.
got to shut down
roll-up.
everything.
Yeah, I just shut it all down.
Yeah.
What you, Gregory? What'd you do with your?
There's a bigger age gap than their kids, so it was a little unfair. He was saying words that he was learning in 9th grade to a 2nd grader, calling them words like "you petty foul," and I'm like, "What? I don't know what that is."
Put the Shakespeare on
You
it.
sodomizer! Like, wait, what?
Whoa.
He doesn't even know what that is.
Sodomy.
Why is he going there though? Why is everything?
These are words he's just learning. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you when it comes time to start. He be
Sodomizer.
on the 2K just letting them have it. I'm like, hey, dude.
I can see your
you
7-year-old. Like,
Sodomizer.
What is that?
Okay.
Pedophile.
Sodomizers.
That's hella
So funny.
And my son would get like he'd start crying and stuff, not knowing what it was. But
Those
I just
was
had to
mad
tell him, you
extreme.
got to use your powers for good. Like,
Yeah.
teach him this stuff so when he plays outside people, you'll hear him and take pride.
He just
in
on the
it.
court. About to sodomize your ass. What?
Yeah, you felt that. A pedophile. doing that.
Sodomy coming,
They
baby.
using it wrong and stuff.
To this day, that's how he scores so many points. Like, I'm about to sodomize. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
But I had to teach him to use your powers for good and not against your little brother.
No doubt.
That's against the world.
What'd you do with
I used to Serene would like he would kind of pick on Sincere at times because Sincere be doing his own thing and he Serene be kind of hating on it. Sincere over here doing this, and I can tell, I can see like Sincere getting frustrated. And I would just be like, try not to interfere too much, but at the same time, like, all right, man, why do he got to do it? And then I would just chime in, and it would just be, he would just push Sincere a little bit to get him riled up, and then be like, man, just go easy on him, man. Or if it's like unnecessary attitude in the conversation, I'm like, damn, man, why you yelling? Why you yelling, man? This is a valid question. So I would just chime in on that tip. And they didn't have a lot of physical, scraps and whatnot. And so I was just like, all right, that's good. They would beat me up most of the time, or Chaz.
Yeah, I got jumped a couple times.
Yeah, but as far as that, and even when they were older, it would still be that dynamic. Like, Cecile over here didn't wake me up. That's because you're always late. And then it'd be like a back and forth. You be taking your time. I'm trying to get to school. And be like, well, yeah, you do be slow. Just to try to ease the sibling tension, because I can come in smooth and not have to worry about it. But
You can balance it.
yeah,
It's true, you can
it's
balance
like,
it. Yeah.
You need that third party coming in
Right,
to be like,
because as parents, we look at it from a fair angle.
right.
'Cause we don't love either one of you,
Right.
one more than the other. So we
Right.
like,
And depending on the kid, they both be
Yeah.
making good. They be solid. You know what I mean? Like
And we
when-
just don't want to see one kid get picked on
Right,
unjustly. So it just be like, all right, man, enough. If you don't feel like playing, then
that'd be my thing. Like you can't force them. They both get mad when the other one don't want to do.
yeah.
I'm like, you don't have to do nothing you say. Like you're not
Right.
his boss. If y'all want to play together, that's fine. But if you don't have to.
you don't have to.
Like you don't. He's not doing what I say. Okay, then don't play.
Right.
But then they can't handle that. I'm like, well, don't play together. Okay, well,
Yeah, exactly.
Play by myself? What
yeah.
do you mean? What do you mean? But yeah, so that's how we handle that.
Yeah, that's how we do all that with the siblings, man.
Yeah, look out,
That's how we do all
Chaz.
those problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
oh,
handle
Oh
it
yeah, I
that.
forgot.
We
handle that
So,
way.
Mr. I don't
Totally.
want anymore.
What you guys talking
But good
about,
question,
man? Good
though.
question.
That was a great
man.
question.
Any more sibling questions? Come to
Do
me.
we have any more dad questions in there? Parent questions?
Before we get to that,
Oh.
I ain't even gonna do a smooth transition. Let's get this
I
back
respect it.
Oh,
out the way.
respect it.
Break. All right. So whether it's saving more and spending less, getting organized, or losing weight, there's a lot of worthwhile goals to set for yourself this year. At the top of my list is learning a new language.
Okay.
Ooh.
hell yeah.
You have been talking
Me
about it for a
too.
minute.
And
though.
with Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions.
Come on, doing numbers.
Hey,
Numbers.
Not
Baby.
only is learning a new language a fun and engaging new hobby,
Fun as
you
hell.
can use it while you check off traveling more from your list. The new Babbel process is addictively fun, fast, and easy. Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons for real-world use. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go.
15 minutes?
15.
15?
Just 15 minutes out your day, man.
That's
That's pretty
It's easy work.
You can
That's-
upload
yeah.
a whole new language.
You can in 15
upload
minutes.
a whole
Upload
new
a whole new language. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts.
Let's do it.
Meaning just 100 people that talk a lot. They came up with this. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you could choose from 14 different languages,
Okay.
including
What?
Spanish, French,
Ah,
Italian,
What else?
French.
German.
Okay.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Guten Morgen. I think
Frankfurter.
That is actually one.
There you go.
There's so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you could access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee.
Goddamn fool.
Right now, you can purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription. You'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months,
Oh, man.
the price of 3.
Come on,
Just
baby.
go to Babbel.com and use the promo code ISSUES.
Issues.
That's Babbel.com. What? Code ISSUES.
Yo, man. Y'all got to get in on this,
Yeah.
man.
Goddamn.
Learning a
fool.
language, man. Idiota. You get mad. You get mad savings.
Stupido. Stupido.
Stupido.
I'm trying to think of what language I want to go to after Spanish.
You gotta get to Spanish first. How much Spanish you been
But I
doing?
know, but I
What
know,
language he gonna go
but
to
I know,
after?
you know.
He just mastered Spanish.
But you know, I want to
Thinking
go
ahead. Step at
to.
a time.
Where
baby,
I'm
one
gonna go
step at a time.
They say after Spanish, it's easier to learn Italian.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
That's what I've heard that too.
Yeah, I heard Spanish and Italian is
Yeah.
similar.
I wonder
heard it
though, if you go to Europe, do most cats know the same language? Like if Spanish and Italian, I wonder if they know each other's languages like that.
I feel like everybody else know everything but us.
Yeah, they
Like,
be
everybody
cats be
else
knowing
like
mad
4
languages.
They be over there
languages.
trying
and-
to
They
suck.
know
We
English
American
everywhere.
We should have a language.
Or at least
It's
Americans
trash.
act
Right.
like they know English everywhere.
Right.
We go
We be-
everywhere and just be English.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know English?
Y'all know English? Tell everyone knew English.
I'll be hating, man, because I wish I was just fluent in just mad language.
Hell yeah.
The selection changes from restaurants to women, everything. You go over there not knowing what you're saying, they send you to the bullshit.
True. Just give them the burger, man. No bun. But I wanted the burger, no bun.
Are you gonna alternate questions from?
Now I'm downloading this video, so I done
Oh,
lost
okay.
my access to the questions.
Okay,
We got
can you
questions.
scroll-
We
can you
had some
scroll
questions
again?
in the
I mean,
KKs.
My bad.
Yeah, I think that was all you're gonna.
Yeah, that was going.
No, we're done. Oh, okay.
It's almost, it's processed.
Go. Let's try to get somebody we haven't.
We haven't answered.
Yeah. We did. Did we do Chris?
We did Chris Hyde.
Okay.
Chris Hyde.
MTM.
Okay. What's a moment you realized you wanted to be a comic?
I wanted to be a comic because I came out here for acting, and I was just like, I was like, man, maybe if I do stand up, I can get some exposure. And people been saying I'm funny. Might as well give it a shot. And that was my main thing. But then once I did it one time, I was like, I want to be a comic.
Yeah, Tony was
That's all it took.
early. Tony was you came in dope as hell.
Yeah, you was a phenom, bro.
Yeah, Lightweight was a phenom. If I had to think about it, I remember being at the Bay Area Black, and they was like, "Y'all seen this nigga Tony Baker?" And when I watched, I was like, I don't know how long you've been doing it then, but I was like, he been doing it for that.
What
long?
year was that?
I don't know.
But I
He hadn't
remember
been doing it that long to be a
Bay Area
nigga
was
with.
early.
when I first
Yeah.
met Tony, I thought it was at least 5 years in. And he was about a year. I was like,
Yeah,
there's
just
no
what?
fucking way. I was like, there's no way you've been in a
Callbacks,
year.
premises,
No,
setups.
I was
and-
like, there's no way, bro.
You
been
did
a
theater?
year?
Huh?
You did theater before stand up?
Yeah.
And I think Gabriel, when you did his show, he said that too. He was like, I can't believe how polished you are to be. I think you
Yeah.
might have been 5 years in there.
Well, theater
Yeah,
helps.
well, that was 2012, probably
Yeah.
2011, 2012. Yeah,
Theater helps a lot because most of the time
That was
that
3
a
years
comic's
in.
getting ready is trying to learn his
crazy.
shit. It's trying to get comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
That's what the usual
Yeah.
first 5 years
No
is
doubt.
spent
Learning
doing.
your
But if
voice,
you
who
come
you
in
are.
with the
But
shit.
outside of that, it wasn't just the comfortability. It was like the technique that Tony was coming with as far as stand up. Like certain shit.
It was like you did this before.
Yeah,
I was like,
certain
yo,
shit you're not supposed to know how to do
I was like, do you do this and quit
at
and
the
come
beginning.
back? It's like, how'd you know all this? How'd you do this?
Yeah, callbacks and shit that early. No, nigga.
Yeah, now you were one of those dudes.
Yeah, elite.
Yeah, I was
like
talking about
like a
Kendrick, I was
Kanye West almost.
Yeah, man, for real.
He's
Special.
Yo,
I know he's gifted.
let's talk about that in here.
Yeah. Because I'm
Let's
like,
talk about that
what
in
are
here.
you talking about?
This is what I was. All right.
Let's tell
This is what I'm saying. Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel that I ain't gonna just say Dame Dash. That Roc-A-Fella
Speaking on the Kanye
would go ahead.
special that's out on Netflix.
Yeah, speaking on the Kanye
Yeah.
special that's out last night, I felt they were dumb for neglecting Kanye up front, for not seeing like that this was a different kind of like talent. There's average talent, and then there's like fucking gifted.
Yeah.
And it was easy to see that he was gifted and hungry and like annoyingly, I want to rap.
Yeah.
For them to be like, nah,
But you know what?
nah.
I'm sure a lot of producers in there wanted to rap, and they kept bringing their tapes in as well. And it was like, come on, bro.
Have y'all heard Timbaland rap? Early Timbaland?
Oh,
Awful.
man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Timberland and Magoo.
Beat fire, yeah.
But the beats are
that's
dope.
what I was saying is when Kanye would rap,
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was trash.
But it also
But
wasn't.
you didn't know if it was the beat or Kanye at the time.
I don't know.
But at that time, when you have, you got Jay-Z.
Right.
You got everybody from Philly, right?
Yeah.
You got Freeway, who was hard. You got Beanie, who was
Beanie.
hard. You got who's
You
other
got
guys?
Harlem
and
all
Lee.
up in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, so
Dipset.
You talking about the Roc-A-Fella label?
the Roc-A-Fella, yeah. So
Yeah.
so then when you come in and you bring Kanye, you go like, hey, bro, we on some other shit. And I honestly, Kanye back then could definitely been corny. You know what I
He
mean?
was, but
Had I
it-
heard Jesus Walks, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
No,
Yeah.
he's playing Those are they were
You're
classics
1,000%
then.
right. But if I go like, we sell this, we're Roc-A-Fella, we're known for this.
Yeah.
Like I can't have Jay-Z out here being associated like Jesus Walks. Like that's not hard shit. It's not gangster shit.
Yeah, I can't go from Money Cash Hoes to Jesus Walks.
Yeah, it's like
And
that's not what we do.
And that's my
I
argument
get
with
that.
it. Because we looking at it with hindsight of
That's what I'm
we know
saying.
what he became. But back then, street was in.
Yeah.
And we talking about if you look at the
State
blueprint,
property.
if you look at the blueprint, Thug was in, street was in.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
Kanye's coming in with no street credibility whatsoever, no street edge, no nothing. And when you look at the totality of hip hop after a certain era, who was non-street that sold?
It was also crew heavy.
Hammer, that was about it.
It was also
Hammer.
very. It was
Hammer,
also very,
but he's dancing. Kanye ain't dancing.
Right.
The Hammer gonna give you a show. The
Hammer's
only
a
other person
party.
you can
Well,
think of
at
is
that
Will
time.
Smith.
Hammer wasn't even
Heavy
popping.
D maybe.
No, because Heavy D
was
was also
dancing. He was
dancing.
dancing.
He was
That
dancing
was
in
way
R&B.
before too.
Yeah.
So what Kanye didn't have that everybody had at that time was crew. Everybody was coming in M.O.P., Wu-Tang, State Property.
Yeah.
It was just Kanye with a backpack.
Right.
Not really a movement.
I don't think you necessarily really needed a crew because you could be.
just
a
wasn't-
I get
you
the
could be-
movement.
Everybody had a movement.
I get
like
if you had a whole
full-on crew.
Chicago style, it's like, yo, we about to introduce Chicago to these cats. I get that.
He was trying.
Well, it was just
But
him.
by himself.
But it was just like him. It was his real name. He no street cred. Because even with like Common or whatever, he wasn't super thugged out, but he had a street edge to him. Kanye coming in super regular. And so it's just like, I don't know if he gonna sell, I don't know if he gonna translate. And Will Smith was sold like crazy back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
But then he got corny to people.
Right.
And then he blew up again with Big Willie style, but I think he was only afforded that luxury to
he was
make
a movie
another
star.
album
'Cause he was
because he
Will
was a
Smith.
huge star.
Right.
But when Kanye would rap though, just watching from the documentary,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna come on."
No, no.
It was
No.
it was still
But they're
edgy.
still there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
about
he
market.
stood- he
It's
stood
about-
toe
It
to
was good.
He
Yeah.
stood toe to toe
But
with
they-
Most Def.
that's what I'm saying.
But that
It
doesn't,
was
make, but that doesn't
good.
make them dumb though.
No,
we were
I'm
just like,
saying
it doesn't
when-
make them dumb.
No,
that
I'm
they,
saying it makes. I'm not even gonna say Dame Dash. I'm just gonna say in general, not to get an opportunity. Like they almost passed up on him. If it wasn't for him to keep going with College Dropout,
Yeah.
they would have passed up on him.
That's true. They
But
were
they-
on the verge of
right.
losing him.
But what I also think is, but who else would have got those beats if they would have passed on Kanye? Would that have been
Well, he-
Jay-Z on Slow Jams? Would that have been Cameron on Jesus?
I think he was
Walks?
he was picking his beats that he was keeping.
He was keeping his
Yeah, he
babies
was keeping-
to,
yeah, he was keeping
gonna
to
keep
himself.
this for my album, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true because H to the Izzo was his baby that Jay snatched. Because
But that was earlier.
that was
Than
earlier
this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave that up.
that's a Michael Jackson sample.
Yeah.
And he gave that up.
He gave it.
That's
But
the one
because
you
he
be
didn't
like,
have a
wow.
leg to stand on.
Yeah,
then.
that's when he was
Yeah,
still
he
trying to
actually
like
need
let
to
me
get
get in.
Yeah, he was trying to get his foot in the door, but once his foot got in, and like I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, all right, is he gonna sell? Yeah, he can rap, but it's a lot of people that can rap that don't sell. So they looking at it like that. All
Pat
right, we
Boots was one
got
of those
Freeway
cats.
went gold, Beanie Siegel going gold. Jay-Z is Jay-Z, and so
And
they
then
already
he's over
dealing.
here dressed like Carlton.
You say
Because
what?
that was his image. He was
Yeah.
dressed like
Yeah,
Carlton
we
at
just
the
had,
time.
Back then that
Polo
wasn't
shit,
cool.
yeah.
So it was just like he didn't mesh with the Roc-A-Fella aesthetic. So it was
Image.
just like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, so it wasn't that they were saying he wasn't talented. They
Yeah.
obviously thought he was talented. That's why they signed him. But they're just like, is this going to work? We're not
Right.
sure.
But you would never know
You're right.
if
But
you don't. I'm saying
mean,
they were
yeah, taking
dumb for
the-
not providing that a chance at bare minimum.
I wouldn't say dumb though. I would
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm
say
saying.
They
were
had
just
already
reluctant.
given him a chance with the production
No,
stuff.
that's
So he
not
was
a
already
chance.
there.
That's just any. I mean,
For someone
we
to
talking
rap.
about rapping.
Yeah, rapping. Yeah, it's a risk, but that's how record labels are. They're
But
not always going to be.
it makes
risk
sense.
No.
No, you go, how do I market this dude?
Yeah.
Out
I
of
agree. What
Roc-A-Fella?
you guys are saying is correct.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the zero, like almost losing him to, you know what I mean? That's a big fucking jump.
They was
But the thing
just-
is, I don't even think it was just Roc-A-Fella that was not looking at him either.
Oh,
Rock-
he
It's
got
like he
some
went to
rock
every,
myself
those
with
other
yeah,
it.
he went
yeah,
to everywhere else, and
different
it's the same thing.
But he wasn't with those other labels how he was with Roc-A-Fella.
Because that's
No,
his
he was
fam. He
actually
already
dropping
knew them.
music.
No,
with
he was
Rockets.
he was begging Roc-A-Fella to be like, hey, listen to me,
Yeah.
hear me out, like begging him. Other
Yeah,
people
because that's
were
his,
like,
I mean, if you've been around them, that's my team. Like, you know that they
Yeah.
listen to me in some sense. Whereas I'm gonna go to these other labels, they're gonna look at me like,
it's just very
whatever.
to me. It's just very. Sometimes the work ethic and the talent don't always add up. And he
Yeah.
had the whole shebang.
He had the whole pack.
Well, he is being pigeonholed.
Pigeon Hill?
Yeah, they're
Pigeon-toe?
holding him back.
Yeah, well,
Pigeonhole.
because he was
Pigeonhole.
pigeonhole, but I guess he was saying the past tense.
Past tense,
Pigeonhole.
he's been pigeonholed. He's being
Pigeonhole.
Pigeonholed.
No, pigeonhole.
Pigeonhole.
He's being
It's
pigeonholed.
still hold.
Yeah.
He's being pigeon kept. Of all his great
Pigeon
talent.
kept. He was in the
Pigeon
coop.
kept.
He was in the
Pigeon
coop.
cage.
Because
Mike
it's,
Tyson.
because
Pigeon
it's, because it's
coop.
pigeonhole.
Yeah, it's
So
pigeonhole.
you
So
put
it's
a D
hell.
on the end. No, it's not
What's
hold.
past tense of hold?
No, that's the thing. It's not hold. It's pigeonhole.
What y'all think?
Pigeonhole.
Pigeonhole.
So that's why you tried to say held because you thought it was hold, but it's
All
pigeonhole.
right, I got it. I was wrong.
What was he saying, though?
Pigeonhole.
He was being pigeonholed.
Did.
Yeah.
Continue.
No
on.
did. Pigeonholed it.
He done lost it. But I can't call them dumb though.
That's
I can't call it
this
that.
how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm a comedy club owner.
Uh-huh.
We've seen you at an open mic,
Yeah.
and I'm not giving you an opportunity to get on stage at least once.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Well, it's kind
Once I recognize this nigga's special in some kind of way. He might not be
Wait,
my
wait.
cup of tea.
But here's
he-
the thing, though.
He's special.
Okay, but let's say you're doing, it's a hood room, and this comic is very funny, but you don't feel like he's gonna work in your club.
Dog, Hannibal Buress wouldn't have worked in the Def Jam era.
Right.
No, I'm saying at bare minimum.
No, but
I'm saying at bare minimum, let me test the waters with the
in
nigga.
this industry, is like
That's money though. You got to put up on the test.
In this industry,
Yeah.
you're known
Put the
for
nigga on a
one
single.
thing, and they try to hold you at that one thing you're known for. Like when Keon came in, he was an actor, and he had to prove that he could direct because they've been like, nah.
Oh no,
you just an actor,
I get
kid.
how it works. I get how the system is set up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for if I got that one person with it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, man, let's toss the nigga, throw the nigga, let the nigga
What
throw
they
the ball
say
once.
is that's gonna be my it.
What you
I'm
mean?
gonna do all his songs because he's a dope producer, and I like the way he's going with this. But I'm gonna throw my vibe on that. That's what most of these rappers do. They take
Yeah.
somebody else's hit and be like, I'm gonna throw my
Like
little
they
swag
missed,
on
but I'm just
there.
like, how'd you miss that?
but
for
bro,
Damon Dash, to be
but
able to be
Kanye was
like,
a risk. Kanye was a risk to what they did.
It was definitely
Yeah,
a risk.
it was a risk.
It was a
risk,
it's
but
100%
I'm
different
saying-
than what they did.
I'm saying when Damon Dash is when he gave the speech of like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't giving no chance. I'm
DC,
like, you
if
can't
McDonald's
miss
started selling
that
tacos,
bad, nigga.
if McDonald's started selling tacos, you'd be like, what are y'all doing? You'd be like, what are y'all doing right
Matter
now?
of fact,
They always try
Taco
it.
Bell is doing chicken wings.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Like,
like,
what are
everybody's
you-
like, and
what are
everybody's
y'all
like, what the
doing?
hell are you doing?
What are you
They
doing?
try it once and then
Maybe
it didn't
and
work.
but a lot of items get added, and they have to be like, we got.
What I'm saying is that they almost didn't try it with
But
one of
they
the possibly
did,
the
though.
greatest.
But it makes
how.
sense to
Ultimately, they signed it.
At the end, but only by default because he proved it himself with College Dropout.
But it
And
makes
they weren't
sense.
really backing College Dropout. He put it out there himself pretty much, and then they was like, "Oh, let's sign you for 6 more albums."
It makes sense.
That's
why
what I'm
they did
saying.
It, though. It
in
makes
the industry,
I'm not
they
saying
do
they're
that. They
dumb.
did that to 50.
But we wanted to hear like
They shelved this first
College
album.
Dropout was refreshing. We was like,
No
oh,
doubt.
Well,
Absolutely.
They had 50
Oh, I
writing
drank
for
it up.
people,
But imagine if
so
he
they
did
gave him a
sign.
deal just to keep him around.
I can almost guarantee College Dropout would be a totally different album.
If,
If he would have signed, if he actually would have, if they took the chance after he did all the shit that he did. Imagine if they signed him before he got a chance to actually
Oh no,
finish
that's
the
correct.
project.
I agree.
It would have been a totally different
I agree
projection.
100%. I agree with y'all saying 100%. I'm just saying for y'all to miss that big is crazy to me. Because the nigga was like, he was
so funny.
playing.
Every
It's
big
still
artist has
hindsight,
been
though.
slept
It's easy to
on
say that
by
looking back.
somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hindsight.
It's hindsight.
Because had that first album hit and then he bombed after that, you'd be like,
There's so many,
And there's so many people that
artists
happen like
yeah.
that
Okay,
too.
but
so
Peep
many
Game.
artists that record labels have been like, this is the one.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
they
just
changed
flop
everything.
What I'm saying is it always hindsight? Sometimes we just know.
Sometimes you do.
Like
Sometimes you know.
LeBron, they just knew.
Sometimes you do know.
They were saying Little Sean was supposed to be the best thing that ever happened to rap, and he never even
Lil Sean?
got- See,
I never heard of it.
he was the one. He was the one that Biggie and all of them were in the studio the night that Tupac got shot. They were in his recording session.
I never even
I
heard
never
of
I,
this
don't,
cat.
I ain't never.
Can I
But
put hickeys on
sports
your
is
chest
a
like
little
Little
different though
Sean?
than music.
All right, what if they didn't let
sense. Remember that
LeBron?
line?
We
Makes
just seen him practice, and they were just like, nah.
Sports is different than music though.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because you're totally basing everything hinges on people consuming the music rather than LeBron actually scoring the points in the game.
He was already must see TV in
That's
high
more
school.
tangible than
High school getting
will
games.
the people buy the album? Will they
Yeah,
like the
it's
song?
a lot more
Will
provable.
it resonate? Will they buy the record?
Well, some
It's
songs
way
they
different.
force on us. They're like, all right, well, we got this song. It's gonna
They
play
will-
on
they will
this show.
strip
It's
it
gonna
down.
play on
Right,
this.
right,
We got it in the
And that's gonna
commercial.
take
Yeah, and
money
that's money.
from the
That's-
label.
yeah, marketing
That's how
and
they
More money
advertising. That's a
from
lot
the
of
marketing
money.
team. So it's just like I don't know, because Kanye was Risk City though.
But you knew his sound worked. Because you go, Kanye had these sounds already out, right?
Yeah.
With like on
They
Jay-Z's
worked for the
album.
blueprint,
Right.
and
So
they
you
worked
knew
for
the sound
Cameron.
worked. But you
Yeah.
go, yo, your music works, bro, but you rapping like, yo,
Yeah,
you're
can we
you,
sell him?
It was
Let's
your
not
image.
let's not
yeah.
pretend you're not a cornball in this side of the business. Like you're considered that. Like let's not pretend
and
you're
there's
not.
elements that were, by happenstance. Like, Through the Wire wouldn't have happened the way it did if he hadn't had that accident.
Oh, yeah.
So his mouth wired shut. So
Helped
that
him.
made his story even more compelling
Definitely.
to us. It's like, yo, he rapping with his mouth wired shut? And then, so now we getting invested in the whole, thing. And
If he-
so,
If he was showing up, if he didn't get signed, then he'd still be showing up today with them high black boots on, them glasses, playing this shit like y'all don't want to sign me.
I hate them boots.
He would still be doing it. You
Cause
damn
they
right.
look at him and be like, we can't sell this.
Yeah.
He got on these high black boots like it's raining.
Yeah.
It's a flood somewhere.
She said, but they didn't miss. They almost missed Sherry
they
Lady
didn't.
Bear.
But they did.
But they didn't. But they almost
Rock
did.
is
They
Almost
did.
doesn't count.
But I
man.
guarantee-
Brandy
would've
said it
missed.
best.
I think Kanye, even looking back, I think he's like grateful that he got to do that. But that contract that he signed, oh my God,
It's trash.
What was the
man,
contract he signed?
man, Jay-Z on his masters. That Roc-A-Fella contract was garbage.
Oh,
Oh, he
snap.
owns what? So what does he own? He owns
Kanye's
College
masters.
Dropout and
I
all
was
that?
like all the,
That's
anything
all
in the
six,
contract.
man. He
Yeah.
must
But
own six.
Ye could have bought that back, but
But
he
now,
probably
especially-
didn't want to pay that. at
Most
the time.
contracts
Yeah.
are bullshit though.
And you got to
Oh,
think
yeah,
of
the
Kanye's
first
discography. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like because
Hell
his
yeah.
discography barely got any misses in it. But it's like, all right, you want it back, like that. You sign that away. A lot of people do that.
Jay-Z
But then
signed
Kanye went on and made his own label and did the same thing to his artists. Like it's a never ending
Oh, everybody does
chain.
it.
So
Oh yeah,
This is
Crazy.
trash.
I mean, and that's part of the game. You be like,
Yeah.
you want in on this? I gotta own this.
And all his Roc-A-Fella albums didn't miss. Well,
no, they didn't.
What? College Dropout, Late Registration.
Oh, all his graduation.
Yeezus was the
808s.
last one on
Yeah.
Roc-A-Fella.
Yeezus
That
was the last one.
I think it
Roc-A-Fella.
still
That's not a
sold
miss.
well.
That miss sales wise.
Did
but
Donda
not
sell
too
well?
much.
Not compared to today's.
Donda-
It is
Donda
different
did
now.
well.
It's a different.
It was just that
market now
Yeezus
of
was just
selling.
just another one of
Critically,
those
they loved
a
it,
totally
but
different sound.
Yeezus?
His sales
it was
compared to the other albums.
Which one was the gospel one? Yeezus.
Nah,
But nah,
was,
that's
King.
God
I,
is
I am King.
God is
Jesus
something.
King.
That
Yeah,
one wasn't bad.
Jesus
to me.
King
or something.
Yeah,
There's some cuts on there.
yeah.
I stopped listening after Pablo.
I stopped at.
I stopped at
Jesus.
Yeezus.
Jesus was it. He's just.
Yeezus, I
I
hate
was like, well,
Yeezus.
When you
That's
come back,
crazy.
Kanye.
I
The thing
hate
is,
out.
when
Yeah.
if you go and listen to Yeezus now, you can kind of hear the influences on the music today. Obviously, that's
But
that's
That
how
just
those
probably
things.
makes me hate it
no,
more
no,
because I hate
no.
where music is at now.
I hate
I like
Yeezus.
Donda better than Certified Lover Boy.
I can feel that.
I tapped out on Kanye after
Oh,
a lot of the rock stuff.
I like the new
Yeah.
Donda album.
You heard it already? You got the
Did you get a
stem
stem player?
Man, why y'all crying?
Did you get? Did you, I want to see
I
it.
heard it.
Did you get one? I want to see the
heard
stem
it.
player. I think it looked dope though. That's
no.
genius.
Yeah.
When Kanye dropped that stem player, I said, "Hey, bro, I see what you're doing, kid.
Yeah.
You keep doing this.
You got
That's
one?
a stem player.
No.
What's a stem?
So it's his own.
like a
It's his
new
own iPod.
yeah.
Pretty much, he made his own device.
You
but
can
he
isolate the
You can isolate
track.
all
That's-
kind of
that's
tracks,
what the stem
vocal
means.
sounds. Like he can
Yeah.
isolate everything. You can make your own remix. You can make your own mixes off a track or
Yeah.
whatever, just from this
Yeah.
little machine.
So it's like vocals, drums.
Yeah. You can take
everything.
out the
And then
background,
other
just have
stuff.
the vocals. It's crazy.
It's amazing.
That's why it's stem. That's what it says. Stem. Like separate those four elements. That's a
crazy.
stem. That's
I was
all
thinking
it
about
is.
getting one.
And
just-
I thought about it, and then it's
just
the
'cause.
first one. I'm like, dog, that's just gonna keep getting better.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, it was. That's
I'm just
genius.
gonna have
Yeah.
the ad libs playing.
How much
Y'all
is it
get
gonna
in my
cost?
car.
It's like
I think it's like
It's $200 for the device.
And
And
you get his own right now. Only
you
thing
get
on it is
down
his
and down
album.
to 2 with that comes with it. I think.
Yeah.
something
And
like
that, but that's all
But
you
you gotta
put on
kind of
there.
like plug it in and like load the songs to
Yeah,
it
you
and
gotta
stuff.
load
And
it.
not everything is gonna be on there.
You gotta
but
go
I
back
don't
to the
know
original
what it is.
iPod. But that's also the thing. It's the beginning. So
Yeah.
you go like if it keeps getting hot in the next iterations, it can be
I don't
crazy.
know.
It's a game changer.
Apple owns so many different
Apple owns
rights.
by Apple.
No.
No,
I'm
no.
just saying he can't
He
use
turned
certain
Apple down.
technology because Apple owns the.
You can't get down to
technology.
2 off any other thing but his own.
He turned down $100 million offer
Wait, he ain't got Bluetooth.
from Apple.
I
You gotta plug it in.
I don't know.
I
other
think
details.
it just plays from the device. You might be able to plug like headphones in or something. I'm not sure. It's not like anything that's like super crazy, but the way it works is like it is a cool concept, and it would be like something that you have to see
Wait, so
long
you
term
paying
where it goes.
$200 for one album?
Well,
pay
no,
$200
but
for
You
the
kind of
device.
load the device,
the
and you kind of
device.
load in the
That you
other
can
parts.
use,
But
about
you
it.
can put your own music on this device now.
I don't know about your own. I don't.
so
the
basically
thing
we
is, I
paying
have no idea
$200
how it
for
works
Donda.
outside
I
of
think
that.
you can upload. Well, that's what I said.
Essentially,
But
that's
you
what you're
can
going
upload
into,
music.
but you can get more out of it.
Right.
Yeah. See, it's
What's more?
confusing.
What's some more can we get out of it?
You got to see it. You got to see the thing.
It's more so about the device, not the
Yeah.
album.
It's-
It's,
it's-
like when Jay-Z's album
Sell
was on
me
the
on this.
phone.
I'm like,
That's the thing. It's a
if
proof
you
of concept
maybe
right now.
make this make sense.
It's
to
a
me.
proof of concept right
DC.
now. It's like a cool
If
thing.
you had an iPod, right?
With just Donda on there.
No. Well, but forget that because let's say your iPod had nothing on there. You can upload your own music, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we can upload, or after Donda, I can put my own
I
music.
can't tell you that 100% because I 100% don't know.
So why are we
Nah,
selling
it,
this
but
shit?
just-
your own music, I highly doubt it because
So
then it
why
wouldn't
are
work
we-
the same way.
Because it has to separate the tracks.
They literally there's
So
some
you
kind
gotta
of
load
technique
it
that
much
they
like
have
a
to
DAT
do it.
player.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the details, but just hear me out here, okay? Because you got to understand what this device does. What's dope about it? Because if I'm a music person and I like love the stuff sonically, and I can take this and I can remix that, I go like, that
You
has
can
a
only
huge
remix
benefit.
Donda though.
right
now,
now. But
for
you know
now.
how many
We are.
ways?
It's the first one.
But I'm saying they're still gonna come out with just different.
I'm
one
sure you
albums,
can download
nigga,
other
like-
albums.
I'm 100% sure Donnie.
Yeah, if
Kanye
it's just
wasn't
Donda,
like-
no, this doesn't make sense.
Now there's other songs on there, but I don't know. Like as far as
It's
like
only just
libraries go,
Kanye?
it's,
It's only
We're
No, no,
talking
no, no.
about the stem player. You keep going on to
Yeah.
this one album. We're talking about the actual machine.
What does this machine do?
Take an
But
iPod.
He's telling you.
But what?
what
but-
the-
but-
Why
I know.
do you think he's not
no,
listening
but
today?
what he's saying
Thank
is,
you.
What he's saying is, but if I can't put other songs on this device,
I
why do I can?
said I do not know.
So
Here-
you
here's
can't
what I'm
tell.
saying.
You
you
can't
can't
be
take the
happy
device.
about this right now.
Wait.
Eventually, you can or you can now.
Eventually,
it's
it
not
doesn't-
just made
Not
for one
every
song.
song is going to be on there right now. There
But
are
more
certain
than
songs
just
on there. There's
Donda
some.
will
I've
be
seen
on
some
there.
Drake. I've seen some
Circling
Cardi. I've
all
seen
the
some
way
other
back.
stuff, but not everybody.
This is how they felt about Kanye up front.
No,
It's a
not
game
yet.
changer.
Not even close.
And you're
Not
like,
even-
what
he's
about
like,
it?
this is
This
it.
is
You're
the
like,
future.
oh,
So
no.
Kanye stem.
I
Oh,
can see.
no.
I can see how this is a game changer.
It's definitely. I mean, there's no video on it
Because
yet,
when
right?
Josh showed me the video of how you can isolate
Yes.
different stuff from the song,
Uh-huh.
because I wasn't interested in the stem player at
Right.
first. Then he showed me. I was like, "You can do all that." And I
Right.
was like, "Yo, that shit's dope."
That's
As a
dope.
DJ,
So for
it makes
future
your
albums
job
coming out,
easy.
you can isolate.
Yeah, when you can put other stuff on there, I'm all in.
Like-
But that's
now-
gonna happen.
Yeah, but now there's no screen on there, right? So you go, the next iteration is probably gonna have a screen. It's probably gonna be
Yeah.
able to. Can you chop up videos, movies? Like, what else can you do straight from there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
they
not
should've
gonna
had
need
that
a
on
whole
this
editing. Like,
generation.
who knows?
I think eventually it's gonna be dope, and when that happens, then I'll get one.
Well, and I understand that. I
Yeah,
understand
Yeah,
I'll
that.
be
down the
staying
line.
waiting.
It's hard for me to fully believe in what Kanye does at this point too, because
Wait,
it's like
as far
on
as
the
what
sim-
Kanye does, he hasn't missed. Kanye hasn't
He
missed
misses
on
with me all the
He
time.
hasn't missed on fashion. Kanye hasn't.
With me, I think it's all trash.
The
He's-
fashion
he's
stuff
wor-
is
it's worth $1
it's all
billion.
right.
He
Trash.
hasn't missed.
No, he hasn't missed as far as what he's doing.
Kanye,
But his-
I would say Kanye is responsible for the sneaker game being the way it is, and it's garbage right now.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
Like it's cool that he got the shoes and all that stuff. Like I'm
Personally, he
not knocking
didn't
his
miss
stuff.
it
Like
doesn't
that.
matter.
Yeah,
We
it's
talk about him
business.
missing.
When you talk
for
about
Kanye,
success,
well, because he's
in
saying I
every
don't-
field,
Kanye's a
Right. No,
hit a
but
billion.
he's saying I don't trust the product that Kanye's put out based on the fashion. He doesn't like it, so he's like, I'm not gonna this. Kanye's
It's more
track
so.
record
It's
with
more so
him
like how like
he's
he
missed.
how much he believes in the stuff that
I-
he does,
I
and
get
it's
what
like
you're
okay,
saying.
we get it, right?
Right.
And then when it comes down to a point where it doesn't look like it's doing all that well, because not everything he's done is successful. There are other things that
there's
he's
some
done.
bombs in there, no
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah. The most successful thing he's done is obviously Yeezy.
Right.
But when it comes to certain stuff and it's not
Outside
looking
of his
too good,
music.
he's gonna spiral off and be like he he does, and it's like all
Kanye
right,
does his homework. He hangs out with Elon Musk, so he's like, "Where y'all pushing
Hey,
the
bro,
future? I'm gonna be
That's
right
a
there with
dude.
you."
I go, if you say this is the wave, this is the wave. Because he's rarely gonna miss
Except
on
in
this is what's
haircuts.
except in haircuts.
His
Haircuts.
haircuts are,
black boots.
But if
yeah.
you go, hey, this is especially for Kanye, who's a musician. He's like he's gonna go down as one of these legendary guys, right? If you say this is the next wave of music, I'm not gonna argue with you.
He's already mentioned with Picasso.
he's kinda-
Yeah, you're right. Rembrandt, dog. You're
'Cause
changing
Kanye's
music.
influence
even
is
though
just
he
crazy.
mentioned it.
He's
but-
changing
Yeah.
music.
Like
But at
his,
the-
his
at the-
808,
And the way it's consumed.
his
and how people
808s
take it back.
album changed music.
They did.
And then Yeezus changed it again. So it was just like, even though I'm not really a fan
It-
of
the thing
but
is, you
I
gotta-
can't deny that influence he's had on several artists.
You got to
Well,
look
yeah,
at
that's
where it's like the person being the person of the forefront. Because I was a very, very, very big Kanye fan. Read books, all of that. And then it was like, when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, Kanye got a lot of credit for a lot of stuff. And it's like, obviously, that's what happens. But if you look at behind the scenes, trust me,
always
it's
extra
always the
people
people that
behind
behind
the
the scenes. But like those people
Steve
that
Jobs, he's the
influence
same
and stuff
way.
like
No one
that.
Well, they
takes that
can't do
away
it without
from
each
him.
other.
Yeah.
Everybody has behind the scenes.
No one
people.
takes that away from
Nobody's
Steve
doing
Jobs.
nothing
Like no one
solo.
takes away from those guys who go like, I have this idea. I know how to get it done. I'm backing it. I need somebody who's technically sound to do it. You still get the credit for it if it was your idea. Or if somebody brought him something, he was like, hey, I got this prototype. And he goes, hey, bro, this is that shit. Let me put my machine behind it. You get credit for that.
Also, he's a thinker and he acts on his thoughts. Like he's even working to get celebrities their rights to their likeness back, so that paparazzi can't just come take pictures of you and sell it because
that's dope.
it should be owned by you because it is
Right.
your
It's
image.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's fighting to
dope.
get that.
That's crazy,
change.
bro. Somebody can take a picture and you don't own it.
Yeah, and
What?
they're making money
That-
off that picture.
So much
That's
money.
insane.
Hella
Even-
money.
even
That's-
with you
but that's
asking
been a-
them
that's
not
been a
to.
thing.
Right.
It's gonna be tough for him to get that one.
Well,
Because
but
they're gonna be like, stay your asses
photography
inside
rules and
then.
stuff
it's
like
the
that. Like, yeah.
discussions, it's the
Stay
meeting
in
with
the house.
Trump,
If you
it's
don't
the
want us to
things
get
that
free
we don't
pictures,
like him
stay-
doing that sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I don't know if this could ever happen, but you're not allowed to play ESPN or like NBA games unless it's licensed through, right?
Yeah, but that's why Michael Jordan wasn't on it forever.
Right. So that's what I'm also thinking is like, can I trademark yourself enough or whatever the law would be, right? This is a dumb version of that. But to take a picture and be like, well, you're not allowed to do that legally because I own all my rights to me. Can that be a thing?
I'm
One day?
like this. I'm a company. I'm a brand.
Right.
You can't just go duplicate McDonald's and put it anywhere.
Right,
Why
right.
can't you go and do that?
Yeah,
in
it's,
my
it's
name?
really it's really simple.
Right.
It's really simple.
we don't have
If you
second
take a picture of me and y'all use this picture, you owe me some of this money.
Oh, yeah, I get some residual
Yeah.
royalties from that.
Because they always complain to the artists, man, this is my livelihood.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you think it is for me?
Right.
It kind of, but the thing is, at the same time, paparazzi and the artist work hand in hand. If you're not in the
absolutely.
paparazzi, like
Yeah,
you know, that
And,
brings you
it's
attention and
honestly
gives you a name.
ironic for Kanye to be the spokesperson when nigga, if it wasn't for paparazzi.
Right.
That's like
It's
who
hel-
you are now.
It's helping him too.
You are a
You know, we're
mess.
putting
Like,
you out
yeah.
there. You know.
You get by more on
He's
your
literally on
antics
Instagram
than-
now, like, oh yeah, check out, I done got posted by such and such. Yeah, we
I
on
want
this
to
person, we
see
doing this.
if he
like,
chills
come
when
on.
his album drops. It hasn't dropped yet, but I want to see if we see less Kanye
It
after it
dropped.
drops.
That's what all this stuff was that he's been doing is bringing the attention to him.
don't think
So
he
you
got
could
finished
call
yet.
him crazy. Donda's out.
We
It's
never
on
It's
the
on
know
the
if-
stem player, but I don't think it's
On
the
the
you know how he's
stem
never
player,
done.
the old
We
soul
we
great
never
stem
we
player.
never know when the Kanye's album done because
Yeah,
it'll
that's
drop
what
and then it'll be like, oh,
He
hold on, we
always
got like
adds
10
it.
more
Yeah, that's
mixes
what I was
coming.
like. Is it
like-
done though?
He'll
Is
get
it-
quiet for a minute, and then you'll know. All right, when he gets loud again, he got a project.
He got a project coming.
Kanye
out.
be playing a lot of games.
He don't
Oh, we know.
Honestly,
He don't just get
That's why I
loud
was like,
for nothing.
I'm sure
At
this
this point,
stuff
I'm-
works because, like, it made me completely check out.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't watch the documentary. I was a
The
fan.
documentary is really good.
And
though.
The documentary
when
is
people
good.
get
Yeah.
too clownish, I'm out.
Kanye
Like,
does
I'm
so
out.
much research. He married Kim to learn how to push the narrative
It
through
makes sense.
social
Right.
media and the news.
That makes sense. I mean, he's
The
a
biggest people-
headliner.
I don't know if
obviously
that's
works.
why he married
The
her,
biggest
bro.
people
Like,
that do it were
It
the
makes sense.
Kardashians.
I'm just saying, I don't know if that's
I
why.
honestly
Like,
think
that's
he married Kim K as an ego boost.
No, I'm just saying that's a
To
lot
himself.
of that's risking a lot. It's one
Yeah.
thing to. I mean, you like you
It's
all in,
investing in
you have
yourself.
babies too, nigga.
Yeah.
Like you could just.
It's contracted though.
Nah, I don't know. I think they were in love at one point.
Yeah,
Either
maybe.
way, it was
even though it was
yeah.
an ego
He's so
thing.
emotional. I could believe he was in love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could believe that.
They had a contract. She couldn't wear certain clothes. He dressed her. He did all. It was a contract.
I believe that too. Like
Yeah,
it's just
sound like-
it's just a mess, and that's why I be.
Yeah,
That's a
They
lot.
had a
Oh,
price
yeah.
per child. Had like if you have a child, I'm gonna pay you this much money. That's a
It
contract.
just be a mess.
It was in there. Yeah,
That's a
she
lot.
got
I
paid
had-
a
I had
certain
to
amount for
see.
each kid.
That's
How
a
did we
lot.
get here?
Because you want to bring up the
stand
Roc-A-Fella sign. Oh yeah,
Stand
oh yeah.
up.
We never answered. Tony came from theater. How'd you know you want to do stand up?
That's
Your
hilarious.
dad?
We got all the way there from that.
really?
How do I know I wanted to stand up?
Yeah.
I didn't make it to the NBA. I was like, nigga, I need another dream. I sent G King to do comedy first. That nigga bombed. I said, well, it's on me.
Oh,
But
G
from
went
your
first?
dad.
Yeah,
though.
called you-
yeah,
called your
from my
own
dad.
number?
Originally
Yeah.
from my dad. Me and my dad was gonna manage G because G did it first.
Okay.
And we was gonna manage. We
That
was
was
gonna,
before the towel.
I didn't know that.
yeah, we was gonna manage G, and then I told G we was at an all white club, and I was like, nah, you can't say that joke. Don't say that. He went up there and said everything. Bomb bad. I said, Dad, I don't know if we gonna. I said, I don't know if this gonna work out with G. And then my dad was like, why don't you try it? And I was like, all right, well, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck it, let's do it. And then that was it. Then I should have been doing comedy a long time ago. It was right over
Yeah.
my nose, but
Right.
just picked up on when I picked up on.
So when you did it the first time, you was like,
once I knew.
once you took a hit of that,
And once you get, that's how you just know, because you be like, oh, when they pay me, my first time getting paid,
Yeah.
it was $15, and I was like, they gonna give me $15 for this?
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Once
Yeah.
that's how much I loved it. I was like, I could do this. It was like a fun hobby.
yeah,
Yeah. Once they laughed that first time, it's a wrap.
yeah.
You, Keon,
What's the question again?
how did
How'd
you
you
know
want to do a stand? Be a
you wanted to do stand-up?
After I did it that first time, like, cause my boy was doing it. My boy Gary was doing it before me.
Cornbread.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Man, you should try it." So then me and this other dude, after we talked with Marlon, me and this other dude was like, "We gonna hit this open mic at Tommy T's," and they just $50 for the winner, blah blah blah. Blah. So I was like, "I'll try it," and then I did that first 3 minutes, and I was like, "Yep."
This.
Yeah.
Because I remember I came in Insane Wayne took first, but I didn't know back then it would be established comics going to the open mic to steal the money. Pretty much.
Oh, damn, it's a gold.
Because I'm thinking like everybody's new like me, but it would be
Right.
dudes
Let me go
who-
do this.
'cause He went
Yeah.
up there in a night. I was like, this dude is great. Kind of find out he's been doing this.
Yeah.
So, but when I taken second though, and just how natural it was, I was just like, Yes.
This.
And then, like I said, the first time I got money, I was like, for this amount, you giving me shit.
They give me
I'm
$15.
in.
Nigga, I almost kissed this lady in the mouth. I said, for real? $15.
Yeah, it's real DC.
Yeah.
Yes.
15.
Then it was just like, it was so fun too. It was just like, you can make a living having this much fun.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm staying here.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be somewhere between Keon Ivory Wayans and Keon and Kel. That was like my range of like, I was like, oh, I want to do this comedic acting. I knew that.
Yeah.
And then when I graduated high school, because there was no, acting around in Lansing, and that's why I stand up. Because I was looking at like Steve Harvey, Cedric's. I think Kings of Comedy had just maybe came out.
Yeah.
I was in high school maybe, so I was like looking at these dudes like, well, they're all actors. And I was like, oh, stand up is a way to get into acting. And then my first open mic, bro, it was amazing. It was so great, and I was just like, never felt electricity like that. All the sports, none of that mattered.
Yeah.
None of that meant the same. And I was like, yo. And then after that, it was just the obsession. And then
So it was the same as mine, essentially.
yeah, essentially,
It
yeah.
was
Because then when you said that, I was like, yeah.
The
yeah,
acting thing. And then once I fell in love with stand up acting, I'd be like, oh, okay.
That laugh you get back, bro.
Now I don't be as excited.
For you, did the stand up fill the sports void?
It filled a different void. Like a void of like it's more attention with stand up. Like for that 5 minutes, everybody just looking at you.
Yeah, you're like
It's like the attention was crazy.
For me, once I got like into it, I didn't care about sports more. Like no more. I was
You're
like,
a rock star, bro. You on that stage, they all clap you. They clap you on. What place you go to, they clap for you and start.
Right.
Hey!
I actually was turned off after the first time I tried stand up.
Why is that?
Because I was like, oh, we got to do this same shit again tomorrow.
yeah.
And I was like, I got to do this same. And then when I got older now, I'm like, oh shit, I could do the same episode every night and get paid for this forever.
It's like a play, though. You taking it on the road,
But
you
at
take
first,
this play
it was
somewhere
like,
else.
okay, yeah,
I get that.
let's go write some more jokes. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we gonna write on these.
We gonna make these jokes better.
and
Yeah.
make it flow. It's like, oh, how about this? Well, that don't make sense because I got the full breakdown
Yeah.
when I was starting, so it was like, I can't just have loose random jokes.
Right.
They're like, nah, you got to structure. It's got to be a set. You got to know your 5, then you got to know your 15. Then you gotta,
they took the fun out of it for you right away.
yeah, they can't
too-
do
it's too much,
paperwork
yeah.
and clipboards.
Yeah,
All right,
somebody
so
explained
now
it to me
who are you
earlier.
introducing yourself as?
Yeah.
And I was like, huh?
That's a lot.
I just
Yeah.
want
That
to
is.
I just want to get up there and talk and be funny.
Yeah.
let me drop some and just, tomorrow I'll drop some other new shit.
Yeah.
And they're
You
like,
can't be
"That's not
doing
how
that
it
every
works."
night, man. You got to get this.
That's all I was
structure
doing
going.
up front. I was just taking different stories from, different. I didn't have I didn't have a voice or nothing. I was just like, this funny. It's working.
Yeah.
I realized I was looking at it wrong too, because as you don't do the same show every night because you're always adding
Right,
and subtracting.
right.
And
Yeah.
But in my head initially, it was like, dude, it's gonna be like eating peas every day.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't explain it creatively.
Yeah. That's what's
Yeah.
crazy is you can do like the same jokes or whatever, but there's no show that's the same.
Nope.
Yeah.
Every show is different.
Yeah.
And that's
Even the
what-
jokes don't get the same reaction.
Right.
Nope.
Every show.
Even the way
is-
you
Same
tell the
joke.
jokes don't be the same.
Nope.
And I'll do you one even better. I can remember, I think I said this before on here. I remember if you come up to me from a show I did about 13 years ago, I'll remember exactly where we were, what
Oh, snap.
happened, what it was. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every show was logged somehow.
Oh, damn.
I remember everything.
I be remembering some, but I can't remember all of them. I be forgetting mad comedians. Yo, I met you at the
Tony
at the
remember
bar and grill. I be
nobody.
like, oh,
Tony meets you in that day.
I did a show with
See
you.
you 2 hours later. Hey man, ran into you again. We did. Yeah. Remember we was just at
Happened to
Walmart.
me at the Laugh Factory this past Sunday. I was like, "What's up, man? Tony, man, we met." And I was like,
That's every Sunday. like the girl that we were talking to, the light skinned girl.
"Yeah."
She was like, I know them. Inside, I was like,
because with her, she be keeping that mask on.
Oh,
and she lost a lot of weight, so
I have no idea.
When-
I
when
was
they
talking
say
to her
that-
for a full night one time at the comedy store.
Uh-huh.
And then when I got home, I was like, "That was you this whole time?"
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So
Yeah, the mask don't help. But like, yeah, every Sunday the dudes, they'd be like, "What up, man?" I'd be like, "Hey, we met." I'd be like,
I got
They're like,
nothing.
Keon!
I'd be
I
like,
got
"You,
nothing.
you man,
buddy.
You man.
Does
I
that
got
make you
nothing.
remember them the next time when they call you out or not remember?
Faces I'm
I
good
met
at.
you before. You be like, oh, Oh shit!
If you call me out, that's gonna help me a lot.
Yeah.
Because now the pressure's on. But if you don't call me out, then I'll just be like,
You ever just say something
no.
like, "Hey, dog, I know we met before. I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry."
I'll just be like,
I do the.
You try to fake through it.
I find out different ways. I'm like, hey man, put your number, and let them give them my phone, let them put their name in.
Well, a lot of times
they
too,
just
though,
put their number. You be like, damn man.
the social media is what messes it up because they might follow you, but you don't follow them, or whatever the case. So, like a lot of times, there was one dude I talked to him all the time on Facebook, and then he had to bring that up. I was like, "Oh, that's you." I was like, "Oh yeah," because he was like, "Come on, bro." I commented. I was like, "Oh yeah."
Well,
Man, that'd be
but
hard.
we don't
In
know.
real
We
life.
don't know each other.
I'm talking
Yeah.
personal.
In real life, I don't know.
These cats know me in person. I'll just be like, you deliver
Do
my
we really
baby.
know him if it's only social media?
No.
But I've met him
Nah, I don't
before in
really
real
count.
life too. But I didn't. It didn't register for me until he brought up who he is.
I think we got to
on
share like a
Facebook stuff.
moment. Something got to happen.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Sometimes they think they have a moment. I have to let them know that something that's impressive to you might not have been impressive to me like
Yeah.
that night. Remember we had like 4 shots of 1942.
Kurt was like, "Y'all do this
I
every
do that every night.
And usually, what helped me remember too is what happens on stage. So I remember when somebody did very well or when somebody did very bad.
Yeah.
So that'll help me. Like maybe some people are like, "What's up?" And in my head, I'm like, "I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was rough." Or he was really funny.
Yep.
Do you remember your favorite time on stage more than your worst time on stage?
I think I've had too many favorite times. Like these. It just. I love doing this shit.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of good.
So the bad normally.
The
sticks.
bad
The bad
stands
sticks
out.
out a little bit
Yeah.
more
than
because
the
it's
good.
rare.
Yeah.
I
You
think
never
the
just blew it
moment-
up and everybody was sweaty in the crowd, like yeah,
Man.
they're standing up, clapping. You was like,
I definitely remember a lot of good.
you felt like you had
good
on a
ones.
all leather outfit.
You just feel like the funniest cat.
The
To
bad
ever
ones
exist.
just stick out more.
But them bad ones though.
Yeah.
And they're also funnier stories.
Yeah, definitely.
Bad shows are funnier.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like,
Man, I was bombing
tell me
so
about
hard,
it.
bro.
Yeah. I want to hear those stories. It's not that I'm hating on you or wishing you negative. It's just more interesting. Like you say I killed, it's like you're supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you hear about the rare, like, bad one, you be like, what happened, man?
Especially
Listen,
now.
I
I
had
heard you're
shorts
not a
on.
comic.
Right.
until
We don't even ask each other like, hey, how would it go? We might say,
I just assume you guys
how'd you
ripped.
do?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
heard
We
you
just
did.
ask about the crowd
Yeah, how the
Yeah.
audience.
and the turnout.
Right.
That's what we're more concerned with now. How was
Right.
the energy? How was the turnout?
Right. Oh, they was. We be like, oh, they was
Yeah.
lit. They was live.
Set
there.
wise, we already know.
Yeah.
You
Like
know.
Tony was up there ripping on Sunday, and I didn't even watch because I'm like, well, this is
Yeah.
my guy. I already because
There's
everybody
no
else,
point.
everybody else was trying to like, I want to see. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I was just like, go ahead. Like I moved. I was like, he gonna rip. I already know this, and unless he's telling me I'm doing something,
Watch
I'm
out
working
for
on
this
something.
or- yeah.
Oh, okay, but. I'm like, yeah, he gon' rip. That's what he does. That's what at this point I feel like we've all been doing this long enough. There's no
Yeah.
but that's why the bombs are funny. Like,
I
how'd it
tell
go?
tell niggas about the bombs
Yeah,
before I tell you how
Jesus
good I
Christ.
did.
Yeah, man.
I love
I
a
tell
good bomb.
everybody breathing
Yeah.
about the Bronx. I can't wait to tell you
His
about the
way on,
Bronx.
on Sunday.
Man,
On Sunday, somebody brought it up. They was like, "You ever did?" He was on his phone.
I was on my
He
phone.
was leaning, and they said,
They was at a distance.
"You ever did Rob Stapleton's room?" He was like,
I looked up on that. I looked up. Rob Stapleton's room. I was like,
Rob brings a different type of
got
crowd.
hella big. He was like, "I had on shorts." They were like, "What you
Man,
talking about,
I
Tony?"
had
I had on
shorts on.
shorts. That's what happened.
That he hosts that room, right?
yeah.
Oh,
What is it called again? La
Con
Fuego
Fuego
something.
or
That's
Salsa
his-
Con Fuego.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's his room.
Yeah.
Though, like,
Yeah.
and his energy always be up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I forgot who
I
took
love
me
Rob.
there.
I love watching
Rob
him.
Stapleton.
He be cracking me up hard.
Yeah,
man.
Rob underappreciated out here, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
You ever jump to your closer and then be like, "Damn, and
Yep.
that didn't work either."
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I gave them the hits, and they just felt distracted. I was just like, God damn
When
it.
you jump
Yeah,
to
the
the closer, you be
bombs.
like, I don't like that one. I know you're not gonna like this next one. Because that was the
I'm
zinger.
just working on
That was my bread and butter.
Yeah, that was the.
The
That was
bombs.
a Thanos snap. They just took it. Y'all didn't care about the Avengers disintegrating? Nah.
Nobody disappeared.
We got nothing left.
I think the bomb stories are funny too, just not because what happened to you on stage, but like the environment.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was somebody else said. Maybe it was like I remember when I bombed at what's the one that burnt down?
We don't believe.
Pepper
you.
Belly.
Belly.
That's my home club.
When
yeah.
the host when the host got up, I'll never forget this. Kurt got up there. He said, "Hey man, but you hung in there though." Like, he tried to encourage me.
Before you got off the stage,
Yeah, I thought because he was hosting. So in the transition, he said, "But you stayed in there though."
Yeah.
Like basically, like I know you bombed,
Right.
but you
We
didn't
should just
quit.
say,
You got a lot of heart,
time.
little homie. You got
Yeah,
a lot of
like
heart.
that's what it was. Like
we
you
should
just took
just
that
say,
ass.
but you did your time though. You bombed, but you did your time.
Yeah.
Like,
You
hung
gotta
in there.
find the positive in the
You
negative.
did your
And I
time,
remember
though.
Gary was in the crowd, and he was just like,
Gary who?
Gary.
Oh, gee?
Yeah, he just looked at me. He was like, I
Yeah.
was like, I know. I didn't talk to nobody. I just sat there.
Yeah, after a bomb, your mouth be tight. Yo. It ain't time to talk
Ain't
anymore.
much
Now
you
you
can
want to
say.
talk now?
Like, nah.
It ain't nothing worse than a nigga that bombed and he get funny off stage. He be like,
Yeah.
this nigga.
I don't know that he bombed.
Where was
You
all this
see what
energy at? You
Yeah.
There was a dude that bombed terribly at the factory, and boldly walked up after to the booker and was like, "So what's the step after this?" I was like, "Nigga, there is no more steps. Like that is
What'd she say?
that's it for you." I didn't hear what.
I would have leaned
Because
in
I
on
dipped
that.
out because I turned my back because I was laughing. Because so I didn't hear. Because
I'd
he
have
was like,
leaned right on his shoulder like, what is the next step?
what happens after
because he
this?
he
Yeah.
was like oblivious.
Yeah.
And when I say it was the most awkward. Like the whole crowd was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
God
type
damn,
bomb. And
man.
he was like, "So do I contact you after this?" And I was just like,
I want to know what was
Nigga,
said
no.
back.
What is the steps after bombing? Trying to get
won't be
rebooked.
back.
So what's the
That's
protocol?
what my thing would be. If I bomb, I'm like, shit, am I going to go say all this tomorrow and just keep saying it in a different tone?
Gotta go work it
Trying to
out.
get the
gotta
joke.
work it out.
You got if you bomb, you gotta
You got to figure out the
Keon,
strategy.
tell the
But if
story
you
of
bomb
how
so
I
hard,
know
or you dump
I
it.
didn't.
How do you know what part didn't work?
Sabrina trying to
because it
yeah.
depends on how many times you've done that bit. Like if you kept doing that bit and it's never worked, then you gotta either dump it or try some alternate shit. But if you keep doing it and it's worked before and you do another night and it didn't work, you go like, okay, well, there's might be something I did differently, right? So then you have to figure it out. But if you've always picked a joke and it just never worked, you gotta leave that alone.
You got to toss
That's
it
just
out,
not
man.
funny.
Give up.
It's not funny.
I've seen
It'd be
several
like they
comedians.
started with the boo right here on this part of the joke. The boo started.
Some jokes can't be salvaged.
Nah, yeah, sometimes you just gotta be like, I like it, I think it's funny, it's clever, but just cats ain't
Nobody
like it.
else does.
You gotta get rid of it.
You never
We as
just
an
keep a
audience,
joke
was
for
it?
Yeah.
yourself because it
Oh,
makes you
what
chuckle.
was the chant? I forgot the
we as
chant.
an audience-
We like you as a unit.
We don't like
Remember
what
it
you're
was.
saying.
As a unit. Bro, you can't have a I hate that. You can't have a joke that's for you. That's not the fucking goal. It's to make yourself laugh. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate that mindset.
This is for me. Like, well, then go tell home and look in the mirror and tell yourself fucking jokes. You don't need to be here for that.
I'm having a good time. I don't know about y'all.
but we not fun.
We're
This
not
is-
having a good
yeah.
time, and it's about us, the
This
audience.
is the job.
You right, but
But it's about me.
Comedians will make it about them. You're like, bro, this is
Absolutely.
not about you. This is
At
about
all.
the audience. who
Your
paid
job
to
is
see
to
you.
entertain.
At the end of the
The
day, I was
crowd
talking to
laugh.
Dion and Billy Sorrells.
Dion Lack or Dion?
Dion Lack. He was on live with Billy Sorrells last night, and I've been poking at Billy because he been coming at comedians. So I was like, I'll steal your whole set. And do it.
Yeah.
So he was on there talking about, comedians and when he came to LA and he was trying to, put on for his peers and stuff like that. And kind of got lost in that. And I was like, for me, like when I started doing stand up, I never cared about other comedians. Like I really went in there looking for, my main focus was career. Like, all right, okay, I'm doing stand up. My goal is to make this audience laugh.
Right.
Them. Cool. It's cool being respected by fellow comedians, but fuck that. Like the audience, because that's where
That's who pays you.
that's
That's
the
who's gonna change
goal.
your
That's
life.
where the money is, and be like, I'm not trying to impress comedians, and I lean on family. So it wasn't like, I'm not from LA, but I had a family. So it wasn't like I was leaning on, I need friends. I need to find like a brotherhood or a sisterhood. And so a lot of comedians come out here with that mindset of just like all they have is comedy and comedians. And so me, I just never had that mindset. It was just like, well, I got my family, I got kids, whatever. And I'm trying to do something that I love to do for a living. That's always been my goal in life. And so when I finally found that, so it was easy for me never to get caught up in what the comedians think or how they feel, or just like, I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. It's cool that you like me,
Right.
but if you don't, what the audience saying?
I'm not here
I
for
remember,
you.
hearing comedians have the conversations much like music artists have about the Michael and the Prince.
Yeah.
Like, there's always been like when Eddie was the Michael, then there was someone else that was the Prince.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, he's getting all this success commercially, but this one right here
Yeah.
is the real one.
Right.
Do you ever, or any of you guys, approach it like, you know what? This one is cleaner, and I know I can work this in more rooms, but this one just hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like
For material?
yeah, to select it? It'd be like, I'm just gonna go with the shit that hit harder. This
I
one's
just-
gonna get a better reaction and probably to a bigger audience.
It'd have to
That's a good
be
question.
the shows have to be drastically different as far as like doing a regular show versus like a clean. You know what I mean? Like I got stuff that I could do here, but I know at the end of the day if I'm doing a church or I'm doing a clean show, this will work, but it's not gonna hit because that's just not them. So I'm gonna do this. I'm not pandering, but at the same time, like I know this will make them tight just because who they are. So
I'm talking about even before the performing, just when you're thinking of the joke, you're like, I'm gonna just do this shit. I know this would be friendlier and it might get bigger.
I'm gonna do what I want to do
Okay.
until it gets to the point where we prove it don't work.
It don't work.
So the goal out the gate is I think this is funny, and
Right.
then
Yeah, that's
if
the first step.
Because that's all you can
That's
go
the
off
first
of.
step.
Yeah, that's all you can
out
go
the
off
gate,
of.
I
I
think
think
this is
this is
funny.
And
funny
then
to
when
me.
you test it out and you find out it's funny to other people, then you
Right.
start. But if you test it out 5 times and the audience is still like, nope,
Yeah.
nope,
it's like all right,
throw
well,
that shit out.
And maybe it'll come back around one day. You be like, oh,
Maybe.
maybe
Dust it
you
back
better-
off,
yeah,
add
yeah,
some
yeah.
little bells
Yeah,
and whistles.
maybe.
You know, come
Oh,
at
you
it
know
with
what?
a
Maybe,
fresh
okay,
angle,
yeah.
new eyes on it.
But then it still get silence. Oh no, you gotta go
Then
back.
you got to be like, all
I
right,
gave you a chance.
this joke is done.
And
go
I agree
back.
with Tony on the the hell with the peers thing. Like that's
Yeah.
great. It's fantastic too. But so what? I ain't no peers paying my bills. I mean, unless they're taking me with them on the road. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
ain't no peers. What they do for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I think I had a similar when I came in. I wasn't like I don't need friends. I didn't need a lot of like. I remember one time we were hanging out at the store. And me and Keon was like, all right, we finna dip.
Yeah.
And this other comedian was like, nah, man, let's stay and hang out. I was like, man, I got other things to do. They was like, what else is there? I was like, nigga, you better find something.
Right.
Right.
Like, you better find something else because that's why a lot of people be out here depressed and LA fuck with them because you put everything you have into this.
Right.
And if this crashes, what are you gonna do?
Right. And they forced themselves in friendships that weren't real.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weren't real,
Forcing
weren't
it.
genuine. Like, oh, yeah, we hang out. We're buddies.
Yeah.
You were never really buddies in
Find
the
your
first place.
own
You were right.
We
peace
started
and
hanging
happiness.
out naturally.
Right.
I don't know how it happened. It
Which
was just
made people
naturally.
mad for some
It
strange,
did make
weird
people
reason.
upset.
Because they have that mindset of I want to click, I want to, you
Right.
know. And so
We
with
found
us,
friends
it was
in
just
there.
organic.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
just
mad
like,
organic.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was never,
Cass
and
was legit like, what?
making a little comment. I'm not in your little crew. I'm
Yeah,
not in your.
yeah,
Man, shut
yeah.
up, man. I know I'm not in your circle. You click. Shut up. This is why you're not in my circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You don't want to hear me say I'm waiting for my name to be added to the shirt. Everybody's names. All right, I'll keep it to myself.
But I think everybody did was like, oh, they created. They were nice to me.
Yeah.
That's as far as when I was like, these guys are nice and they're cool and they don't feel weird.
They
You know, I'm
didn't
real
look
big on
down
weird
on
energy.
you.
There ain't no forcing it.
There was
It-
no. They were the first person I met. I met y'all I met you first
In the Bay.
In the Bay. Then I met Tony in the
Met Keon
Bay.
at Flappers.
I
It's
met him
like,
at
hey, it's another
Flappers.
nigga.
I was like, hey guys,
What's up?
is this where the mic's at? They was like, yeah, sit with us. I was
Me
like,
and
okay.
Keenan. Me and Keenan was like, hey, man.
man.
Absolutely, bro.
I did my set. They was like, he's funny. Let's hang out. I was like, oh, can I roll with y'all? Because y'all went to more mics after that, right? I was
Absolutely
like,
did.
can I go with y'all? They was like,
Absolutely.
yeah. And that was it.
Yeah,
Hop in the
man.
car.
They didn't let a week go by without your sweet balls.
Oh, you know, they
Sweet
out
ball.
there.
Sweeten it
Sweet
up.
ball.
Okay, sweet balls. I had to bring it back.
Sabrina. Oh, yeah, I did talk about it on the live.
Sweet ball.
I feel like, why do people have a hard time making friends?
That's like me going up to Craig and be like, I know I'm not in your family.
I know now you
clique.
little Wayne's clique.
I know I'm not a Wayans, but every time I talk to him, I throw that in there.
Right.
I know I'm not your brother or your cousin or your uncle, but shut up,
I told you it was Slaw made me to say hi to you.
man.
Slaw.
The Slaw. Then afterwards, me, Damon, and Vinny all went outside
Cool.
because we used to
slaw.
sit in the back of the ha-ha and be loud.
Class clowns. You got a question this week, DC?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I got a
Questions,
I got a question.
Who's being molested this time?
No, stop, Craig.
Who's being sodomized?
I'm going.
I was doing the subtitle to what you was saying.
It's funny, you locked off that as soon as you did it. I said,
That's for the people that didn't understand the English.
I'm gonna go light. I'm gonna go light this week.
On DC or
Light. This is light. We're on death row. All of us are on death row.
What?
Yeah, all of us on death row.
We're on death row, okay.
Yeah, it's execution night.
Oh, that death row.
Yeah, we're spending really. No,
So we on death row?
Oh, we about to die.
difference,
Yeah,
same
it's time to. We down
We all
to.
got signed.
We had our last hurrah.
Okay.
You thought we all got signed to death row?
So we're all getting killed on the same day?
Wait, so we
Oh,
on
yeah.
death row in their prime?
No.
He's talking about real death row.
No, I'm
See,
talking
I'm
about
in
death
jail.
row.
Oh,
Prison.
death row.
It's time to die.
They want to be on the label.
They want to be
Yeah,
rappers.
like
They
Death Row
wanna- Where my
Records.
chain at?
We're all getting executed on the same night.
No, just all getting next. Or it's not the same.
We're just all on
This
death
is your
row.
deal.
all
Yeah.
on death
Okay,
row.
I'm with you
Okay.
now. I'm with you now.
They offer you this: last meal, last piece of ass,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
or you don't get them all. This is
Oh,
all-
picking one. Okay.
Do something
Or-
good.
a vacation spot one day.
Oh, one day vacation spot.
But no ass.
No
You have to
ass
pick one.
And no meal. We can't eat on in the vacation.
You either see
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm saying. What if I'm on
beautiful
vacation?
24
You can do
hours
what you want.
fast.
Hey, you get one day.
Hey, well, give me the vacation. I'm
you
getting
just get
ass.
to
I
go
might
there.
eat some ass. What my meal?
But we can't have none of the other stuff
Knock it all out
on the
once.
You
vacation.
can't have none of the other stuff.
We
You
not
get
getting no
to
ass
pick.
on vacation.
Get no ass on no vacation. You just there.
We eating crackers.
Yeah,
we
you
eating
probably can't
crackers
get your
at the
last
vacation
meal.
Bare
spot.
minimum at the on the vacation.
And a
spot.
Beat off.
Right. Which one y'all picking?
I'm going with the meal.
You going with the food over sex?
Yeah, because I might not be aroused on my final day on
He
Earth.
just gonna be full and dead.
Because I know from personal experience, my appetite don't die.
Okay.
So, my appetite.
You still gonna eat regardless.
Indestructible,
So you can eat whatever. You can your choice
Yes,
of
I'm
meal.
picking. I'm eating.
I get to pick the vacation spot.
And it's gonna be
Yes.
vegan? Yo, come on.
No, you
it
gotta-
might not be.
Tony
I
eating
might have
bacon.
cookies in there. I might have pancakes.
Tony
in
going
there.
back to bacon, baby. Let's go
Nah,
back
I
to
ain't
bacon.
gonna eat no
You
meat.
gonna die
though.
anyways.
I ain't gonna eat no
His
meat.
last day, he just
I don't even
succumbed.
want it though. I don't even want the
He
meat.
said he don't want to taste it.
But it could be cookies or pancakes or something that might not be vegan. Like butter, I might have butter on. I'm eating.
Just chewing butter.
I knew Tony was
Hard.
picking food.
So Tony going food.
I'm going food.
I think I'm going vacation.
Where are you going?
I don't know, but I want to go see something beautiful. I want to see how great and beautiful the earth is before I leave. I want to go like, hey, my time here, I might have messed up, but I want to enjoy what God gave us in this beautiful water, all that good stuff. There's some sights.
How depressed you gonna be when you go back?
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna go back and be like, I got to go see something majestic and
You
beautiful.
can't even tell nobody because you just gonna
You
die.
going
It don't matter. It was for me. I'm gonna
It is
add
for
to
you.
smash.
It is for you.
Yeah, so that's I'm taking a nice, beautiful Fiji. Where's Fiji at?
It's somewhere. It's right there. It's right there on the table.
Hey, I'm going there. I'm gonna go see Fiji.
Man,
Yeah.
you better vag me up. You better vag me up. Dapple something behind the ear for that chair.
Vag me
I'm going out smiling. Hey.
Craig's like, everything I did was worth it.
The vacay is only
Try
one
to give
day.
you the little two
Vacay's
fingers
one day.
from under the electrocution
Crackers
arm.
too. You eating
Oh
crackers?
yeah, you don't get no great meal out there.
I think I might have to go food.
Food?
I think so.
You're too much of a perv.
I
go
know everybody
food.
thought I was gonna pick sex.
I thought you
Very
were big sex.
surprising.
I thought it
Very
was too.
surprising.
No.
but it's just because.
You're a little cross-eyed bust
Mind
off.
you haven't had sex probably since you've been locked up. You know?
Oh yeah, how long have I been locked up?
Oh,
Been a
yeah,
minute.
we
You on
didn't have
death
no
row.
consequences.
You about to die.
It's been you been death row.
And you
for
can
a
How
while.
long
choose.
I
And
been
you
on
can
death row?
choose who you want to have sex with.
Oh, wait a second.
Give me the sex.
Wait a
We can
minute.
have sex with anybody.
Yeah, of course if they gotta agree.
I
But
don't even care.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't
I'm
even
still
care.
going with food.
still
Well,
going food.
how long? It depends because how long I've been on. I've been eating.
Is it the
but
same?
you
Is
been eating this whole
it the
time.
same
Yeah, but
24 hours? Because I'm a buzz quick that first time. Do I get the reprieve
Yeah.
little?
Yeah, can I
or is
do
it
that?
just the
Can I
one?
marathon it?
Is it 24
they gonna
hours?
just make you give it up one time? Nah, you can chill.
I'm gonna try to
My
die.
mind, my mindset won't be right, man.
I think I'm about to go out with a bang.
I feel it.
No
Blue
pun
chews.
intended.
Blue chew it
Yo, I'm
up.
popping a few chews. That's gonna be my meal for the day.
Few chews.
I think I might
What
have
you
to do
going?
it.
What you doing?
I think I'm gonna get some ass, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some ass.
So we got ass.
I got the excuse to
vacation,
get him out
food.
the house afterwards already. I'm like, I'm going to die.
You guys changed my mind with the how long you been on death row already. That means I ain't had none in a while. I've been eating, even if it ain't fantastic
You've been
food.
down for about 30 years.
Oh,
The
yeah,
24
I got it.
hours on the Smash Plus, who you could pick, that's a
Yeah, I
game
got
changer.
it.
Yeah.
I got
That
it.
makes me go
That
like,
does change things. Like
I
I
gotta do
assumed
that.
I was having conjugals.
Get your ass
Nah,
in
you
here, Lizzo.
Look, so I haven't had sex in
You ain't had sex at all.
years.
Years.
that
Not
changes
female
things.
sex.
Yeah, you in there.
Unless you.
You got that little glove action going.
Yeah.
I might have to go sex then.
Yeah, I might. That's
I didn't think
so.
about the time I was
I
spending in
didn't
jail.
either.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I had to go.
You
get
eating
it.
every day.
vegan
Yeah.
meal in years.
And if I get 24 hours too,
24
and then I get the
We
pick.
gonna- I'm a,
I
matter
might
of
have to
fact,
go sex.
you give me 24 hours, I'm not even gonna make it to death row. I'm dying. I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. Just like I'm going out.
You're trying to kill yourself
Yeah,
the
yeah.
right way.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a different game.
Absolutely. You ain't gonna
I'ma go
electrocute me.
sex.
I'm going out on this.
Because I'm doing that quick buzz, but now I'm like, give me a little bit. Hold on.
I didn't
back
think about
in.
that.
I'm not drinking no Gatorade. Like I'm trying to die.
Dehydrate myself.
I'm gonna kill
All you
myself.
gonna do
that way.
is catch a cramp on the electric chair.
And then all that sex, I'm gonna be
sucks.
sleepy. So
You gonna be sleepy?
inject
A
me.
cramp
So
before
you
you
electrocute me.
And you know you don't care what happens to you after
Yeah.
a bust anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and kill me.
Put it in me.
I'm going with the smash.
Smashing.
Definitely. Hopefully I can get it.
I think I'm back over there now.
In that case, maybe I'll get that back broke.
That's a
30
game changer. That's a
years.
different.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, man, yeah.
'Cause I was thinking about food because I'm greedy, man.
Yeah.
I was like, food.
I was
He
like,
said
spend a
he like
nice-
color purple. How he died on top of me.
on top
I was like, I'm
of
gonna spend a nice day just looking, enjoying guys' nature. But now I'm like, wait a
me.
minute.
Wait a
Smashing.
minute.
If I get to pick from Selma said no, what Holly doing?
I'm
No, she
dying.
said no,
Anything
what,
coming that sells bound to get it.
Oh, anything?
It's over soon.
The guard is like, get off me!
Nah, take this. You get what you gonna do? Kill me?
You gonna kill me?
He coming in pumps first.
Yeah, everybody's getting it correct.
Yeah, trying to slide that food through the little hole in the slide. Nah, son, you out there. What's up?
You just doing it out the slot.
Nigga gonna die.
He's knocking the food off the tray with his penis. Hey,
They just got batons on correct. Put it
this
back.
is lunch.
Keep jumping out.
Correct. Dick wraps around a baton to tug of war. Go.
That's mad funny. DC, where you at this weekend?
San Jose Improv.
Hey, keep
the
that
Bay
work
Area.
going. You thought you was getting a break?
I thought I was having a break. Let's work.
Get back out there.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna be up north. I'm taking Sage on a school visit up there.
Oh, hey, what school y'all going to
I
see?
can't say that right now.
Oh, okay.
No, tell us anyway.
Oh, congratulations. And he got player of the year, huh?
Yeah, he got player of the year.
Oh, dope.
What? Yeah.
Made first team, made the All-Star team too.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on.
Out here doing it, man. Sick.
Oh, you got to come to the All-Star game. All y'all come to the All-Star
Yeah.
game. It's
When's
gonna
that?
be
Yeah.
Everybody
Canyon.
from Sierra Canyon. Everybody.
Oh, I'll
yeah.
do that. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
the it's all
Bronny
the
and
best
them,
players
all
in
them,
there. Only the best ones
No,
on the
Amari.
team.
So it'll be
Not
Amari
everybody.
probably.
Yeah, probably Amari and Bronny.
When is that?
That's coming up in April, middle of April.
On the weekend?
I don't know. I have to look at the
I
date.
hope it's a weekend.
I don't want to lie. To
I hope it's a weekend because I'll be here. If it's weekday, I might be
you. Here.
working. Well, I'll be here.
Weekday work.
You said mid-April.
Yeah. Where you gonna be, Chaz?
Oh wait, you got it, man. You have an entire store for Mr. Toxic.
Oh,
Toxic.
Mr.
Toxic.
Yeah.
You heard me. I said it right.
Toxic.
I said it right the first time.
Yeah,
Mr.
boy,
Toxic.
he fumbled.
Mr.
Mr. Tokic, how it go?
Mr. Tokic?
I loved his face when I messed up the word earlier.
How you spell Tokic?
Yeah, put that in the sentence.
Thank you, Chaz.
He tried to barrel through
how you
like we was
spell
just
it,
going
DC.
to lay down. Like,
This is
nah,
how you spell
man.
it, DC. You getting a good read of it?
Marinated
You
in
didn't want to
that
read it?
funk,
You want to
man.
read it left to right? I'll leave it up here for you. You want subtitles in this bitch?
Marinated
Huh?
in this fumble, God.
That's how you spell it. You dirty
Thank you,
bitch.
Chaz. Yeah, I got the Mr. Toxic stuff up right now.
Yeah.
You got
And
little Miss.
Toxic.
There
I
you
went
go.
in there shopping, man.
Man,
I
they
think I got
love
like
the
a
pillows.
hoodie, a shirt. I got Sabrina, the little
The crop top.
crop
hoodie.
top.
The girls love that one.
I think I might have got 4 items out of there.
Yeah, man.
Thank
You have
you,
an
man.
entire
Appreciate
store.
it.
I
bro.
got the
saw
green
mugs.
hoodie.
That I love. I'm
Yeah.
wearing that for next week for St. Patrick's Day.
People really want some
Yeah.
Sweetest Taboo stuff out of you, bro. Like,
Sweetest taboo.
they've been on that for a month now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a hit, bro.
Where you at, Chaz?
I am nowhere. I have Macaroni and Chaz podcast episode 13 is up
Chaz.
today. Episodes Monday and Thursdays. Catch me on live. It's at 5ish. My YouTube will be going live. We'll be going down. We're a lot of cats.
I pulled in.
You did. I think all y'all have stuff for crack.
Yeah, I
I
pulled
had
in.
pulled in.
Did you?
I didn't stay long.
Well, I don't. I
He didn't
don't.
talk or stay long.
I don't
but
expect
he was
anyone to
there.
stay long, but yeah, man, we be in there at least a couple hours. We be doing 2 to 3 hours, man.
You do it every day?
Yeah, I did it Friday. I try not to do Fridays as much, but I've been doing Fridays, and then
Well, you just do
C minus
Fridays?
lit. Thank
or
you,
every
Joy.
day?
Joy be up in there. Miss McKeeba be up in there. A lot of cats in here. Be
Oh,
up in
you'll
there.
see minus people.
Oh,
Be
yeah. So
Well, you do it every day or every Friday?
every day.
Every day, okay.
And then yeah, so that's it. That's all I got. It's
Keon?
KeonPoli.com for everything, merch, shows, all that stuff. The views are picking up on the Brutally Honest YouTube show. Me, Gary Anderson,
That
Keenan
show's
Baker.
crazy.
Are y'all
So
gonna have
much,
any guests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you bring your toxic
Yeah,
ass
let me
on
bring
there.
my
and,
toxic
you
ass
get
in
loose,
there,
bro.
beef.
There's no limits.
There's no limits.
There's no limits. We be sometimes we do an episode. I be like, fuck.
They hold nothing back.
Yeah. What's crazy about it is when we do it is like, are the spouses gonna watch this?
I hope
That'd be
someone
my
loves
thing.
me
Like
They
after,
should.
After I'll be like, fuck.
They should watch. Thank you, Tiny.
Because we really talk like we
Yeah.
forget we filming this shit. And
Right.
then I'll be like, we're gonna get in trouble. But yeah, look out for that. And then All-Star Teams had another setback, but it is coming back.
Hey.
Okay.
Excited.
Yeah, people have been super asking, and like it was on deck, and then a guy got sick. But yeah, that's coming back, and then yeah, KeonPoli.com for where I'm gonna be on the road and all that stuff. And I think that's it. And yeah, merch too. So yeah,
What you on, Tony?
Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club this weekend. Tacoma,
Nate.
Washington. If you in Seattle, drive your ass down there as well.
Hey.
You'll see the car wrap with
Up,
Nate's
down.
face on it
Nate's
outside.
face, the car wrap. You know what I'm saying? Does he still have that car?
I wonder too.
Yeah.
Live is just fire.
I'm sure he put that. Even if he gets a Maybach, it's gonna be wrapped.
Yeah, because he got like a new vehicle since then, but I wonder if he still got the car. It's probably at the club, just parked like an antique. So there this weekend. Yeah, y'all. Tune in to Verbal Cardio. New episodes every Wednesday. Pull up on that, view it up, and
Where'd you get that shirt?
I
That's a
got it
nice
from
shirt.
That is nice.
That's fire.
I got it from the museum, the Grammy Museum in L.A.
Hey, turn up.
Yeah, so they had a little Spike Lee section. So I bought this and something
dope.
else.
Has anybody went to
Little
the Tupac
black
exhibit?
girl magic.
Yeah, so it's Spike Lee's merch. So that's where I got it from, the Grammy Museum in L.A. We went out there one time, me, Sincere, and Sabrina, but they were sold out. And we didn't know it.
Where
till
is
we
that
actually
museum
pulled
at?
up. It's right on where Biggie got shot.
Wilshire and
Yep,
Fairfax.
right there.
LACMA.
Like literally right there. Yeah, that's where I got this. But anyway,
Wait, we got some bakery shirts coming out. We
They're
got
asking about
some-
the
bakery,
They're asking about
we
the
working
crew
on working on like a bakery crew neck because y'all seem to be interested. So the one I had on, I might change the color for the internet purchase. So we'll do maybe like a gold bakery or something like that. But the black and white one, I'll probably just sell that on the road. Marquee colors. So yeah, but stay tuned, stay on the lookout. And yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all, love y'all passionately. If y'all got any questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. Put the big, bold, bright red question marks
Yeah.
so we can see them. And yeah, y'all, we out.
Yeah.
We out.